Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Titan Stadium, the site of tonight's CS8 rivalry game between the 6-1 Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones and your 6-1 Glenwood Titans, as Glenwood looks to snap a 17-game losing streak, including the playoffs against SHG tonight as the epic rivalry is renewed. I am Danny Fry. Mason Byers will jump in the broadcast here a little later as the color commentator, and let's jump right into our Pizza Hut players to watch for tonight's game. The kickoff is in about 11 minutes. Start with SHG Malik Turner, the Fighting Illini commit. This is the first season that Malik Turner, he's a wide receiver for the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones. Malik Turner, 6'3", 205-pound senior. He's heading to Illinois. First season that Malik Turner has been completely healthy. He's had some ankle issues, his really tiny ankles, and he's had ankle issues in the past. He's going to Illinois. He's had a spectacular season this year because he's been healthy all the way through. He's only been able to play maybe about half the season in the past two seasons when he was a sophomore and a junior. This season, really just a fantastic season. 40 catches, 888 yards, and 13 touchdowns for the Cyclones there for Malik Turner. SHG does have other explosive targets, though, like Nate Lois, Dylan Londrigan, Nolan A. Heron, Anthony Danello, the list goes on, that the Titans do need to attention to. They can't just cue themselves in on Malik Turner. And now for the Glenwood Titans, Daniel Helm. According to Rivals.com, he is the best tight end of the 2014 high school class in the nation. He's sixth, I believe, in the ESPN rankings for tight ends. He really has just been fantastic this year. Daniel Helm, the pizza player to watch for the Titans. Teams have taken notice, though, at how good he is, trying to double-team Helm, and that's kind of limited his targets, especially in the Rochester game. He only had 5 receptions, but sometimes he's just too strong and breaks away from that pressure. How Helm holds up in this game is very critical. He's a big hitter on defense, 40 tackles, 7 of those tackles for loss, and of course offensively, 25 receptions, 486 yards, and 10 touchdowns on the season for Daniel Helm. So again, the pizza players to watch for Sacred Heart Griffin tonight. It's the explosive Malik Turner, and for Glenwood, Daniel Helm, of course, forgot to mention, he's committed to play at Tennessee next year. So now Mason Byers will jump into the broadcast with our State Farm keys to the game, starting with the visiting 6-1 Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones.
Thanks, Danny. So the Cyclones really need to focus on taking down Glenwood early. Usually we see Glenwood starting off, getting a good drive, getting points on the board, and they, throughout the game, lead it. If they get down by 7, they're able to come back. But if the Cyclones jump off early, like in Week 8 last year, the Titans could have a hard time coming back. Remember that Benitis is new this year, so he's going to have a lot of pressure on him.
We will pause for the playing of the national anthem. That was the Glenwood High School Marching Band led by the direction of Steve Jones. So we have about 7 minutes till kickoff. Mason Byers here continue with the keys to the game for the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones as they look to improve to 7-1 tonight.
Cyclones are also going to have to mix in the run. we always see Green. He's great at those quick passes, and that's really what SHG runs off of. So if they throw in the run every so often, it will kind of mix up the Glenwood defense. The last one, as you said, Daniel Helm's a phenomenal player. They need to wear him out. In the Rochester game we saw in the second half of the game, he was starting to get tired because of the double teaming. He plays on defense and offense, and you see him as a main blocker for the running game, so he needs to be worn out in order to be taken down. Glenwood needs to put pressure on Green. Coach Jonkin talked earlier this week, and he told about how SHG has that quick pass game, so the D-line needs to rush Green, try to stumble him so he can't get those passes off, but they need to be strong and break the line. Green is a mobile quarterback, so they need to get to him fast. They need to be physical. This is going to be a hard game for the Titans. Josh Talley said they're going to knock us. We're just going to have to knock them back. So Glenwood needs to hold themselves physically, and this might be a critical key to determine the outcome of the game. And the last one, we saw this the whole time during Rochester. Glenwood cannot turn over the ball. Now, this sounds very basic, but it really hurt them. Third down, fourth down, they couldn't convert. So it went to a lot of punting for Glenwood, and they couldn't really get down the field. So they need to hold on to the ball, and with that, they should have a chance to win this game.
The problem would be was they would get down in the field and they couldn't finish. But you're exactly right. Mason Byers there with the State Farm keys to the game for both the SHG Cyclones and the Glenwood Titans. Well, Gavin Caruso is our director tonight. Little hectic before, but man, is it looking nice with a 2-camera operation tonight. Appreciate all the hard work that he's put into this broadcast, prepping it right now. We should be in for a great game. Nice view of the ground right there, though. We have 4:30 to go here until kickoff, and as you can tell, and I think our 2-camera operation will give it some more justice, this place is packed, as pretty much every Glenwood SHG game will be. It's, of course, that big rivalry. Both teams are perennial powers in the Central State 8 Conference. SHG is 6-1. Their only loss to the Rochester Rockets, who are undefeated. Their only loss was to Rochester back in Week 2, 38-33. Rochester was actually up on SHG 21-0. They built a huge lead, 21-0. SHG had a lot of mistakes early, kind of like Glenwood did, even though they were kind of more spread out against Rochester. But they were able to fight back and only lose that game 38-33. That was their only loss. Other than that, Mason, you talk about how much this team averages. How many points do they average a game? They have an explosive offense.
Throughout the game, they average around 58 points, as you saw in the Rush episode. They're just a really strong team. They're able to get the ball down the field. That quick pass from Green really moves the ball and gets touchdowns. And if SHG is able to utilize that tonight and the D-line does not pick that up of Glenwood, then they might just have this game in the bag.
SHG averages 465 yards per game offensively. They run the ball for 192 yards per game, and Gabe Green in that passing attack averages 273 yards per game. So let's jump into some of the more key players. Again, the Pizza Hut players to watch in this game for the SHG Cyclones, Malik Turner. For the Glenwood Titans, Daniel Helm. Let's take a look at some other players for the Cyclones. Of course, Gabe Green, a junior this year. Last year, his passes, they were a little wobbly, kind of bouncing around. They were hard to catch. Well, man, did he work in the offseason, and his perfect mechanics, precision passer right now is Gabe Green. On the season, 102 for 135, 1,912 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. Gabe Green, he's a dual threat quarterback, though. He's ran the ball for 49 times for 263 yards and 6 touchdowns. 30 overall touchdowns for Gabe Green, the 6'1", 205-pound junior. As we mentioned, SHG could mix in the run. Some of the running backs that the Cyclones will mix in is big number 45, Anthony Danello, 6 foot, 205, and a junior. 30 rushes this season. He's picked up 236 yards for 7 touchdowns. And man, we're getting ready for the Titans to run out onto the field. It'll be the Cyclones first with their flag from the south end zone, and then in the north end zone is where the Titans are going to run from. We got about a minute and a half till kickoff before this rivalry between both 6-1 teams are renewed, and the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones run out onto the field. They are 6-1. We talked about some of their guys. Talk about Glenwood here with Matt Benitis. First year starting quarterback. He had some mistakes, some underthrown in the Rochester game. He had some underthrown balls. He went out of bounds before picking up a first down on fourth down. So he's had some issues. But he's really picked it up of late. See how he handles this game and this pressure situation, Mason.
We've seen against teams where the offensive line gives him plenty of time, he's able to perform. Against Rochester, he sort of had a shock, and he was forced to rush. He wasn't able to find Daniel Holm because he was double covered. He usually finds maybe Brown or Rocky Morris. But he's a great quarterback, and now that he's had that experience from Rochester, he should be able to put up here.
Rocky Morris is a player who's really stepped it up of late. Rocky Morris, 11 receptions, 161 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He had a touchdown against Lanphier and a touchdown against Rochester. And here come the Glenwood Titans rushing out onto the field. They're ready to take on the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones. Most teams are underrating Glenwood in this matchup. They have some inexperience up front. Talked with Coach Rourke before the game, or actually earlier this week. Some of those guys up front, they're starting to get more experience. We're now here in week 8. The Titans are 6-1. They're guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. Those guys up front for the Titans, Carter Wilkie, Nathan Olenicek, Austin Dierkes is the center, Jason Woodwork, and Austin Nail. They have really been working their tail off up front to try and stop this SHG Cyclones team and how they've been able to do. It's going to be a physical game. Of course, both teams are really going to be pumped up for this one, Mason.
Yeah, it's a rival game. So much mental preparation for this. But Glenwood just needs to remember the basics, not to get too excited. And if they stay calm throughout the game, they'll be able to move the ball down the field, get some points, and maybe break this losing streak they're on.
What about Glenwood losing? Or what about here in this game? What do you think? How about Glenwood losing 17 straight times, including the postseason? They've lost 11 straight regular season games. The last time they beat the Cyclones, the Titans have never beat the Cyclones. Only the Redskins have beat the Cyclones. The Redskins beat SHG 5 times. Last time was back in 2001 when they took the game 35-26. That was back in 2001. Since then, though, the Glenwood Titans have never defeated SHG. They've lost 17 straight times. That's hard to have that in your head. Here is the opening kickoff. And very good kick by Kenny Rao, and that will be a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Glenwood Titans after the boot from number 16, Kenny Rao of SHG. So the Titans will get the ball to start out this game. Mason, how big, we alluded to it a little bit before, how big is it for the Titans to get off to a solid start? They can't really come back.
They're not a comeback team. Benitis needs to.
I hope I'm wrong on that.
Yeah,
but
he can't let the pressure get to him. Starting this year for the first time, he had the experience in Rochester, as I mentioned. He just needs to stay mentally strong, know that he's not overwhelmed by pressure. Just find his receivers, connect, and he needs to be able to find Daniel Holm because he's the big playmaker that will carry the team tonight if he's connecting with Benitis.
Here, 2013 season, the Titans taking on the SSG Cyclones. Here's Tyler DeRozier, and he picks up a Glenwood first down on the first play of the game on a pitch to Tyler DeRozier, and he just kept turning his legs. He is a hard, tenacious player, Mason.
We forgot to mention him at the beginning. He was out during the Rochester game for a personal foul, and now he's back. He's a great rusher, just barreling through, and if he keeps plays like that tonight, it might just take Glenwood to the win, but he is a motivational force on the team. On the rush, he was talking about how it's a family, and if he encourages his other players, they should be fine.
Yeah, he's only played in 4 games, missed 3 games, especially he was out for the Rochester game. And here's a pitch to Daniel Helm out of the backfield. Stiff arm in the backfield, and he doesn't pick up much with 11:20 remaining in the first quarter. But the Titans started the ball at their 20-yard line, and they picked up a 13-yard gain from Tyler DeRozier. And DeRozier's only gotten the ball I think about 3 times this year he's rushed the football.
Yeah, he's had some big runs, though, and he's just a really good player for Glenwood to go to, and he also provides great blocks, and on the defense, he's very strong.
Here in the shotgun is Matt Benitis on 2nd and 9 for the Titans from their own 35-yard line. Benitis passes to Tyler Brown. He makes a nice move, and it looks like he picks up the Glenwood first down right at their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Titans. And Tyler Brown was talking about when I went and stopped by Monday on Columbus Day to go and interview him. Interview the team. Tyler Brown said, everyone's going to be keyed in on Daniel Helm. Helm's getting all the hype, so is Malik Turner. I think guys like myself and Rocky Morse will get some targets and surprise some people. So right there, Tyler Brown there with the reception. That is reception number 11 on the season for Tyler Brown. 1st and 10 for the Titans from their own 45-yard line. They picked up 2 first downs. Not something they did right off the bat against Rochester. Here's a pitch to the outside. It's J.D. Rush. He finds a hole now, pushes him down to about the 37-yard line. J.D. Rush on the pitch. Wow. 3 first downs already for the Titans as they move into Cyclone territory. 1st and 10 SHG from the Cyclone 37-yard line. SHG, they're all fired up. They've got the 17-game winning streak. They kind of walk into this game, especially the way the Titans' offense has sort of struggled in key games this year. Jacksonville and Rochester, they thought this might even be a cakewalk. Well, you know what? Glenwood's coming out there, and they're just punching Griffin right in the mouth to start this out. 1st and 10. Here's a run again. Oh, a helmet is lost. J.D. Rush, the ball carrier for the Titans. The helmet there of Olenicek, Nathan Olenicek, 6'3", 217-pound junior, was popped off, and he'll go head back to the sideline and hopefully get that fixed. Now talking to offensive line coach Mike Janke. 9:40 left in the first quarter, and the Titans have a 2nd down and a couple from the, or 2nd down and 7 from the 34-yard line of Sacred Heart Griffin. The offense is coming right out and showing SHG they mean business. Here's a pitch to the outside. It's DeRozier, but the outside there, the linebackers for the Cyclones able to stop him. As right there, number 33, Chris Overton, 6'1", 230-pound linebacker for SHG, there with the stop. And you got something here, Mason?
Austin Diakery's helmet flew off there, too.
Austin Durkis's helmet fell off there as well, apparently. Man, they both ran into each other. 3rd and 7 for the Titans with 8:55 to play in the first quarter. From the SHG 34, there's a flag on the play. Let's see who moved first. And it's a false start on the Titans. 5-yard penalty. And we mentioned turnovers hurting the Titans in the past, but so have costly penalties. As a 3rd and 12 now faces the Titans from the SHG 39.
Tonight, it's such a big game. They can't risk this. It's 3rd down. Hopefully they'll be able to make conversions, unlike in Rochester. But if this opening drive is a touchdown, then hopefully that will give them momentum to carry on. If not, defense needs to step it up against SHG.
The Titans have only converted on 23% of their 3rd downs. Back goes Benitis on 3rd and 12. Fires over the middle. He's got Tyler Brown. A touchdown for the Glenwood Titans. How about that? Who expected that? TD Titans. They lead 6-0 here early in the Palace. Wow, 39-yard dart over the middle from Matt Benitis to Tyler Brown, T. Breezy. And with 8:24 left in the first quarter, the Titans lead the Sykes 6-0. Mason, how about that? How key is that? They get ahead early and they get this momentum and this huge crowd into it early.
I'm thinking Brown's going to be critical because Daniel Helm, he's ranked so high, they're always double coveraging on him. But if Benitis can find those receivers that they don't always look for, Titans will have this.
The extra point from Nick Montre is no good. It is wide left. Nick Montre, and on the season, Montre He's made 27 of 32 PATs. He struggled in the beginning. He missed 2 or 3 in the opener against Taylorville, and then he missed another one against Jackson. But since then, he's really shored up his kicking ability. But right there, man, you got to get those easy points with a team like SHG's caliber.
SHG, they're really going to take advantage of everything you do. Nick Montre, always a great kicker. Sadly, the pressure must have got to him there, but throughout the night, we'll see him maybe get used to it, be able to boot it up. He has a great foot, replacing Volpert from last year, and he's done a really good job.
And he's a lefty, and that's what some of these Titan players is they got to adjust to the pressure in this game. 8:24 left in the first quarter. Titans lead it 6-0 thanks to a 39-yard TD pass to Tyler Brown. Montre set to kick it off after he missed the extra point wide left, and the Titans will need those freebies tonight, that's for sure. We're about to see a high-powered offense from SHG face a stout Glenwood defense. Here is the kick from Montre, and it will bounce out of bounds around the 20-yard line, and that will be a flag on the play as the kick goes out of bounds. And that bounced right in front of the Cyclones, number 28, Sam Sargent. So now we get to see the SHG offense led by junior quarterback Gabe Green and senior wide receiver Malik Turner. Their connection has been huge, but you can't forget about other guys, especially like Nate Lois, 24 receptions, 463 yards, and 7 touchdowns. 8:24 left in the first quarter after Montre's kick goes out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 for SHG from their own 35-yard line. Montre also missed the extra point a little left. Now Gabe Green actually talking with his line there. Michael Ziegler lined up on the outside. Green in the shotgun. Back to pass. Pumps it down deep to Malik Turner, and it's incomplete. And notice that matchup. Our two Pizza Hut players to watch, Malik Turner and Daniel Helm, one-on-one on each other, and Helm there with some nice coverage as the pass is incomplete, overthrown to Turner.
It's good that they're using Helm against Turner just because Helm has that receiver knowledge, so he kind of knows the mindset that Turner's going to be using. So if Helm just stays on him, it should be a great matchup for tonight.
2nd and 10 for SHG after the incomplete pass intended for Malik Turner. Of course, that's who they're going to try and go to. And Turner's been that big play guy. They need a big play from multiple, long yard situation. The guy they're going to pump it downfield to, that's going to be Malik Turner. 8:19 to play in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Cyclones. And I don't know what they're figuring out here. They're maybe switching out a ball here. The officials for tonight's contest, I had it just written down here. The officials, referee is Josh Reese. The umpire, Dave Yaki. Linesman, Brian Simpson. Line judge, Mark Jontry. And back judge is Craig Patrick. The officials for tonight's game. And the SHG coaching staff out there talking with the officials now. I don't know if they wanted a different ball. Maybe the ball got a little wet. I'm not sure. It will be 2nd down and 10 for the Cyclones, though, after that delay. So finally, we'll get a play here on 2nd down and 10 from SHG with 8:19 on the clock in the first quarter. Glenwood up early, 6-0. In the shotgun is Gabe Green. Pumps it down again, similar play, and it's almost hauled in by one hand by Malik Turner. It's incomplete. There are flags on the play, though. And we'll see what this flag is up front. Flag on the Titans, and that will put them up. It's holding against Glenwood. Defensive holding against the Titans. So right there, defensive holding against Glenwood. And that will set up a 1st and 10 for the SHG Cyclones from their own 45-yard line. And that really did, after all that commotion there on getting a play off in second 10. They essentially did the same play down the near sideline to Malik Turner.
Yeah, he's going to be aiming for Malik all night, and sadly that foul there is going to be hurting Glenwood a little bit. But if they keep running that kind of play to Malik, Daniel Helm's definitely going to be smart enough to remember that he's going to be an intended target.
As Helms lined up as a cornerback that we've noticed. Pass complete to number 21, Dylan Londrigan. Londrigan, 5'7", 180-pound junior. He was living in the Chatham district, and when he became a freshman, decided to go to play football at Sacred Heart Griffin. Could have been a Glenwood Titan. 7:40 to play in the first quarter. Second down 6 after the 4-yard pass play. Rocky Morse had the tackle on Londrigan. Second down and 6. Here's a run up the middle, and that's Anthony Danello. Il Cavallo, that means the horse in Italian. And Anthony Danello bursts forward to the 40-yard line. Again, lives in the Ball Chatham district and plays for the SHG Cyclones. First and 10 here from the 40-yard line of Glenwood after the run up the middle by Danello. He gets it again and picks up a solid gain up the middle. And what was some of our keys to the game there? Mason, what is that?
Number 73 on SHG appears to be maybe some form of an ankle problem.
That's Cody Rutherford, a center, 5'10", 255-pound junior. He was a starting center for Sacred Heart Griffin. Looks like he might have a problem. 5-yard gain there from Danello. It's second and 5 from the Glenwood 35. Back goes Green, out of the shotgun, pumps it down deep. Malik Turner's wide open, and he catches the touchdown for SHG, but there is a flag on the play as Turner and Helm got tied up on the near sideline. And we'll see what the flag is. Right there, they kind of, Helm and Turner had a collision, and it looks like it will be possibly offensive pass interference. Or maybe not. No, touchdown. Sacred Heart Griffin, and the refs are talking about it right now. Coach Rourke doesn't seem too happy. So that would be a 35-yard touchdown pass to Malik Turner with 6:49 remaining in the first quarter. Touchdown, and it was defensive holding against Glenwood on Daniel Helm. Malik Turner with a 35-yard touchdown catch from Gabe Green. Green's 25th passing touchdown of the year. Malik Turner's 14th touchdown reception of the season. Game's tied 6-6. Kenny Rau's going to try and change that for SHG with 6:49 left in the first quarter. Snap is good. Kick is way up, and it's good. And the Cyclones lead the Titans now 7-6 after a 35-yard TD pass to Malik Turner. And again, they've just been hounding Daniel Helm, who's usually, sometimes plays a little bit of safeties in a hybrid position called the Titan, where he's sort of a linebacker and safety, but they've totally moved him to cornerback for this game to try and match up with Malik Turner, and they've been already battling, playing that physical style, and Daniel Helm called for defensive holding on that play as Malik Turner ends up with the touchdown reception.
They were in that play to Turner 3 different times, last time ending in a touchdown, but if Daniel Helm wouldn't have had the penalty there, it could have been a different outcome. Maybe he wouldn't have got tripped up. Maybe covered Turner all the way, but Green and Turner are definitely going to have a connection through the night that we'll see.
So 6:49 remaining in the first quarter. The Cyclones lead the Titans by a point, 7-6. But the way that Titan offense was clicking, they just need to go back out there and do it again. These past couple Glenwood SHG games have really been barn burners, just scoring back and forth, especially a year ago today in a Week 8 action last year when the Titans fell to the Cyclones 40-35 when they tried to mount a comeback. 6:49 left in the first quarter after the 35-yard TD pass to Malik Turner. And Kenny Rau, a lot of distance. He really is a distance kicker. I don't think the Titans will have a run back really on any kick tonight. First and 10 for the Titans again from their own 20-yard line, but on their first drive, their last drive, they engineered an 80-yard touchdown drive, which resulted in a 39-yard TD pass to Tyler Brown from Maponitis.
If Benitez utilizes the run to tally, and when we see J.D. Rush go out there, he's always a force. Whenever you see him out there, you know there's going to be some form of a big play coming. If he utilizes his 3 main runners, including DeRozier, and he sees Brown more often, Titans might be able to get a good drive here. Even though Helm is a formidable force, he's been covered so much by SHG.
Flag on the play. Looked like a jump on the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones. And that's a 5-yard offside penalty against Sacred Heart Griffin. Number 20, Grant Wallace, jumped. Wallace, 5'11", 230-pound senior. Defensive lineman, 24 tackles on the year, 2 fumble recovers, but Wallace there jumped early. And the Titans get 5 yards out of that deal. 1st and 5 for Glenwood, now at their own 25-yard line. And once again, it looks like we're getting another ball to play with. I don't know if the field is wet. Hasn't rained, and there's 30% chance of rain last time I checked at about 9 o'clock. But other than that, it really hasn't been raining. Aaron Merrifield running off the field for Glenwood. 6:49 left in the first quarter. 1st and 5 for the Titans from their own 25. And now Merrifield's back on. They realize they only had 10 players on the field. The Titans get this play off in time. Benitez up under center. And he takes the snap. And play action finds Rocky Morse. Out of bounds, pushed out of bounds by the Cyclones. Number 2, Malik Turner. Turner playing a little defensive back for the Cyclones. 6:43 remaining in the first quarter. That's a 1st and 10 for the Titans. 7-yard pass play from Matt Benitez to Rocky Morse. And Rocky's been one of those guys, he's really turned it on.
Yeah, we see Rocky. Rochester game, he had a huge run, just a great juking out everyone. Sadly, he was tackled from behind and gave a fumble to Rochester, but he's really turned up this year, and he's doing great.
Flag on the play. There's a 5-yard penalty, possibly for too many in the huddle, I believe, and Coach Rourke. So 12 men on the field, I believe, is the penalty. Illegal participation on the Titans. 12 men on the field, that pushes them back 5 yards. 1st and 15 now for the Titans. Here is Benitez under center. Pitch to, no, it's a fake, man. That was a great fake pitch to J.D. Rush, but the pass is incomplete towards the near sideline for Matt Benitez. But hang on a second, there's a pass on the, there's a flag on the play. Intentional grounding on the Titans' Matt Benitez. And he did. There was no one. I was trying to see. I was going to ask you, Mace, if you saw anybody in that near sideline, and that pass did not cross the line of scrimmage. And we talked about Matt Benitez, you know, first-year starter, how he's handling these big-time situations. And there's a penalty against the Titans, intentional grounding. And that, I believe, is a 10-yard penalty, really backing up the Titans. That's actually, a 15-yard penalty. 2nd down and 30 for the Titans. And a timeout is taken by Glenwood, and they need it. They've been going backwards on this drive so far. We'll take a quick timeout. Come right back to Glenwood Titan football on GCNN. Welcome back to Glenwood Titan football on the Glenwood Cable News Network, presented by Steve Bedford State Farm in Chatham and Pizza Hut. And we talked about the Titans really digging themselves in a whole 15-yard intentional grounding penalty against Matt Benitis. That happened, not the same plays really, but the Titans had a first down and 10 in the Rochester game, I believe in the third quarter from the 11-yard line, and they went back and ended up having a third down and 30, and they just kept going backwards, and that can happen, especially in these big type of games. Second and 30 for the Titans from their own 13-yard line. Man in motion, Layden. Here's Benitis, fires, and he finds Austin Kozlow, and he's got some room to run. He barrels over a defender, now makes a cut, and he's pushed out of bounds at the Cyclone 30-yard line. What a huge play. What a great timeout used there by the Titans. Coach Rourke drew up a fantastic play to Austin Kozlow, and he's a linebacker on the defensive end, but right there Kozlow with a reception worth he had a reception that gains it all the way down to the 29-yard line of SHG. First down and 10 Titans. Entering this game, Kozlow had one reception for 22 yards, and right there, whoa.
Kozlow really turned it up. He had the interception on Rochester. Sadly, no drive was able to end in a touchdown on that play. But here, really clutch play there. Glenwood needed it. He came out and finished it.
Here's Aaron Merrifield, and he's tied up in the backfield for a loss on the play. There on the stop for SHG, number 8, John Morgan, and number 44, Austin Pranger. Able to snuff out that run play to Merrifield, loses 2 yards. Second and 12 now for the Titans at the SHG 31-yard line. But again, they're threatening. When the offense was stagnant at the start against Rochester, they've really been able to turn it up here against SHG, at least for the time being. 5:50 and ticking away left in the first quarter. Here's Benitis under center. And here's a run up the middle. Tyler DeRozier, he squeaks through and picks up a Glenwood first and 10. And, you know, squeak probably isn't the right term there. Barreled through, muscled through. That describes Tyler DeRozier. 18-yard, or no, that's not right. But how about that run there from DeRozier? And he picks up 13 yards on the play. It's now first and 10 for the Titans from the SHG 17-yard line. After the run by DeRozier, of course, how the Titans got down here on third down was thanks to, or on second down actually, was on a big pass play to Austin Kozlow. Run for the Titans picks up a couple. Second down and 8 now for the Titans from the 15-yard line of SHG.
JD Rush almost had a good breakaway there. Couldn't find the hole. SHG's defense has started to adapt already to the Titans with 4:50 left in the first quarter.
Second and 8 for the Titans from the 15-yard line of Sacred Heart Griffin. Benitis, this is lined up almost in a pistol, but now DeRozier moving back behind Benitis. And now he's going to the left, and I don't think the Titans got this play off in time. It's delay of game. Delay of game on the Glenwood Titans, and that's another costly 5-yard penalty, and those will add up, and now it's a second down and 13 for the Titans from the 20-yard line of Sacred Heart Griffin. And man, the Titans have been able, they were back on second and 30, and they were able to find the huge pass play down to Austin Kozlow to get down here. But hopefully the Titans can keep working past these mistakes. It's second down and 13 after the 5-yard delay of game penalty. Benitis sends a man in motion, and now play action. He's hit immediately, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Daniel Helm over the middle, and we've seen that play work. Over the middle to Daniel Helm, but man, SHG blitzed on that play, and they blew up that play, and Benitis had to quick get that ball out. They've really been working on in practice for Benitis getting the ball out, but right there, play blown up by the SHG defensive line. He had to let it go quick, and it just wasn't catchable there to Helm. That incomplete pass brings a third down and 13 for the Titans with 4:24 left in the first quarter. Here's Benitis again in the shotgun. DeRozier to his right. Back goes Benitis, looking right, and that's an incomplete pass. That pass was intended to Tyler Brown.
It's like him during the Rochester game when he just drops those passes too low sometimes. I don't know if he's rushed or anything.
Yeah.
Benitis does.
Now, Benitis did. There was a steady pass rush there in the play from SHG, but Benitis still had a little bit of time. Remember, I haven't seen Benitis roll out too often. He stayed in the pocket so far in this game. And, you know, he's just going to have to adjust and get that ball out there, not low. He threw some uncatchable balls we talked about in Rochester. Not a lot. I mean, he wasn't the reason why they lost. But now a 4th and 13 for the Titans. From the SHG 20-yard line, this is a huge play for the early momentum. Under center is Benitis. Back to throw. Pumps it right side to Daniel Helm. And it is incomplete. Thrown just too high. No, that
was way
first
over.
Of all, triple coverage on Daniel Helm. So I think they had it in mind. They were going to try and target Daniel Helm. There's the Titans turn the ball over on downs. 1st and 10 for SHG now from their own 20-yard line. So Glenwood was way back in their own territory. They're going to have a huge pass play to Austin Coslow to get him down in Cyclone territory, and they're not able to the 29. They're not able to finish there. The Titans are now a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. That pass incomplete, just a little too high to Daniel Helms. It sailed out of bounds.
I mean, when you're lined up like that on 4th down, they can definitely tell that there's a trick play coming. When you don't have any other receivers out, they can almost single it down that a really good player is going to be it. They saw Helm. They knew he was going to be trying to get the touchdown there, but no dice for Glenwood.
No dice is right, Mason. 1st and 10 for SHG. From their own 20, the Titan defense is going to have to turn it up on the last drive, and it resulted in a 35-yard touchdown pass to Malik Turner. Run up the middle for the Cyclones. That was Sam Sargent, the ball carrier for SHG. 2nd down and 5, SHG running an up-tempo offense here, just like Rochester. You know, of course, Ken Leonard, the father of Derek Leonard. Here's a pass, incomplete. They tried to execute the famous Ken Leonard bubble screen, but it was incomplete. Pass intended for... Ball hit the ground, it bounced up as the pass was intended on the far side of the field for Nate Lois, number 80, the U.S. Army and National Football League Hall of Fame Athlete of the Year last year. 3rd and 5 for SHG. This is a huge play for the Titan defense, trying to swing the momentum back their way. They trail the Cyclones by 1. 3rd and 5 for SHG from their own 25. Gabe Green trying to draw the Titans off sides. Now Green in the shotgun, sends Sargent in motion, and Green goes up the middle on the QB draw, and he comes very close to that 1st down marker before J.D. Rush was there to bring him down. That's enough to pick up the SHG 1st down and 10. And that was the first run of the game for Gabe Green. We talked about how explosive he is on both ends.
Green needs to be careful of running. He has a great arm. Great passing. He has that quick pass there, but he needs to be careful running it.
Wide open. He hits Nate Lois. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Sacred Heart Griffin. Wide open was Nate Lois, but there's a flag on the play. It's holding against the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones. That play's coming back.
That's really what Glenwood needed there. They didn't have much coverage on a
Wondering
easy
how
play.
open he was,
Oh,
man.
jeez.
Holding against the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones.
Titans got lucky there.
And we just talked about how Gabe Green, such a dual-threat quarterback, puts a pass. We talked about how he's improved his passing game. That was a great pass down the sideline to Nate Lois, who was wide open. That would have been a 69-yard touchdown pass, or actually, but instead, a holding penalty against the Cyclones. A 10-yard holding penalty. So now it's 1st and 20 for SHG from their own 21-yard line. And penalties are going to go both ways. Malik Turner's trying to get Gabe Green's attention. Is this where I go? Okay. 3:25 to play in the first quarter. 1st and 20 for SHG after the touchdown was taken off the board. But, oh, we got big play potential here. Sam Sargent wrestled out of bounds by Rocky Morse at about the 42-yard line of Glenwood. Sam Sargent, the ball carrier there for SHG, and they executed that play. It was just a simple counter to Sam Sargent. Sargent on the season, 29 rushes, 196 yards, 5 touchdowns. And he picks that one up down to the 42-yard line. Gabe Green up the middle. And he gains a few until he's wrestled down by J.D. Rush and company. 3 minutes and ticking away left in the first quarter. Seems like this first quarter's taken a while.
Yeah.
And the score is 7-6 SHG. They had a touchdown taken off the board on this drive. It would have been a long touchdown pass to Nate Lewis, but it was holding against SHG. But they're driving, though, after a long run by Sargent. 2nd and 8 from the 39-yard line of Glenwood. Back goes Green, pumps it down the right side of the field. It's an incomplete pass. 3rd and 8 now for the SHG Cyclones. Pumped it downfield, but the Titans had 3 defenders right there waiting.
Titans have really tightened up their defense. Great pass coverage. They know that Green will throw.
I mean,
but
he's got
also
the confidence, put it pinpoint accuracy is what he's trying for, and he's pretty close. 3rd down and 8 for the Cyclones. From, let's say, the 39-yard line of Glenwood. Huge play, 2:38 to play in the first quarter. Back goes Green. Rolling out. There's a flag on the play. Looks like this play may be coming back. J.D. Rush with a big hit around the 13-yard line as the pass was complete to Ryan Elvers, a receiver, and this play is coming back. Once again, a big play for the Cyclones is called back. Holding, just right in the backfield. Holding against SHG. That's the second holding penalty on this drive. The first one took away a 69-yard touchdown pass to Nate Lewis. And this one, again, holding on SHG. It takes away a solid pass play to Ryan Elvers. Interesting story on Ryan Elvers. He actually went to Sacred Heart Griffin, moved to SHG from Litchfield to become the quarterback. Well, then he had to compete with Gabe Green, and Gabe Green beat him out for the job. So Elvers has converted into a wide receiver for SHG, even though he is listed as the backup quarterback just in case Green goes down. 3rd and 24 for the Cyclones from their own 43-yard line. It's from the spot of the foul, that holding penalty. No one in the backfield. Back is Green. Fires it over the middle. It's an incomplete pass intended for Malik Turner. That sets up a 4th down and forever for the Cyclones.
Cyclones just unable to get something together on the drive here. Those fouls really hurt them. The holding just ended this, and now they're going to have to punt it away.
Holding ended a possible touchdown threat and also ended a solid play there to Ryan Elvers, and a line change for SHG here. Are they lining up to go for it? They've only punted the ball a couple times this year, and they sure are going for it. Are they punting? This is so odd. 2:24 to play in the first quarter, 4th and 24. Green's going to punt. So Green can also punt, and Cody Johnston muffs the punt, but he falls on it. And Cody Johnson is such a great athlete, but he's sort of had that issues. He's had a hard time handling the punts since the beginning of the year.
Yeah, we've seen a decent amount of ones that he's dropped. Luckily, he's able to get on it. Sometimes I worry that one time he's just going to drop it and the other team's going to be able to take control, but he's very fortunate to be able to get on that ball.
So many teams have their quarterback be the punter, so that really puts the defense on their toes. As Cody Johnson still a deep man on that play. Robbie Kelly's a punter for Rochester for a couple years, or actually 3 years. Miles McAdams was the punter for Glenwood, so it kind of keeps you on your toes in that situation. But on 4th down 24, of course, the Cyclones weren't going to go for it. And Gabe Green punts it away. Down by Cody Johnston at the Glenwood 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for Glenwood, 2:18 to play in the first quarter. Here's a pitch. to the outside. And that is Josh Talley, the ball carrier for the Titans. He's able to actually lose a yard on the play. 2 minutes and ticking away left in the first quarter. Cyclones lead by a point, 7-6. The Titans drove down into deep territory of SHG, but they were not able to convert on fourth down as the pass sailed incomplete in the right corner of the end zone. 2nd and 11 as Josh Talley lost a yard on that run to the near side of the field. Here's Benitis under center. Takes a snap, play action. This play is blown up in the backfield, and that pass is incomplete, and it will not be intentional grounding. It went where the marker was. Incomplete. Earlier, Matt Benitis already got called for intentional grounding. So after the Titan defense really stepped up, actually, SHG really hurt themselves on that last drive. They had a touchdown taken off the board due to holding. They also had a big conversion play taken off the board due to holding. And it's just that offensive line for SHG, they're kind of inexperienced too. Cody Rutherford, I believe, out of the game, the center. And they only have one other senior on that offensive line, similar to Glenwood's situation. 3rd and 11 for the Titans from the 22-yard line. Back goes Benitis. It's incomplete over the middle to Zach Layden. I'm not sure where that pass was going. I guess Layden was the target there, but that was miscommunication on some level. Here comes the special teams for the Titans on 4th down and 11. Mason, what do you think happened there? Was it a underthrown ball from Benitis? Was it miscommunication on a route?
I could see that would be a route, but maybe just the pressure is getting to Benitis. He had a minute 40 to work with as that play started in the first quarter. So I don't think he felt rushed on time. It was probably just the pressure of the strong defensive line of SHG.
And SHG has been able to blow up some plays, especially when the Titans try to go play action. Back to punt is Austin Bell. This punt, hopefully it will take a Glenwood roll, but looks like Malik Turner is not going to field it. Tyler Brown stalking him there and is able to down the ball at the 40-yard line of Sacred Heart Griffin. That's where the Cyclones will take over with 1:19 to play in the first quarter. As the Titans flag on the play. Looks like holding against Sacred Heart Griffin. Another flag. So that will push them back to, I believe, the 30-yard line. Another 10-yard holding penalty against SHG. They're going to mark off 10 yards there on the play there, holding against SHG. 1st and 10 Cyclones from their own 30-yard line. And, man, that's the 3rd holding penalty of the game against SHG.
They need to be careful with those because that's just going to hurt them. Even though it's only 5 yards, it's still hard to make up. And if they keep doing that throughout the game, it's really just going to affect them overall. More work for them, get them more tired. Second half, Glenwood might be able to take advantage.
And looks like we have an injury of some sort as trainer John Wieserick of Athletic Care comes out. Actually looks like an official. Looks like the official has an issue. We will take a quick timeout and be right back to Glenwood Titan football. Hang on a second. It looks like they're going to work this game with 3 officials. We will not take a break, but trainer John Wieserick of Glenwood and St. John's Athletic Care is now working with one of the officials. So now it will go to a 3-man crew for this game. 1st and 20. Or no, it's 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. And wow, nothing on that play there to Anthony Danello. He got the counter play, and Tyler Brown and Austin Coslow snuffed that play out. 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Danello was able to pick up a yard, and he was able to pound up the middle a little earlier in the quarter. Man, this first quarter's taken forever. 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line of SHG. Back goes Green, over the middle. He's got Malik Turner stumbling, but now he collects his balance and scores. Touchdown, Sacred Heart Griffin. 69-yard touchdown pass to Malik Turner. Turner over the middle of the field, and Gabe Green right on the money. Turner stumbled a little bit, though, around the 40-yard line when he caught the ball, but he has that speed. You know, he's committed to play football at Illinois. He's really been the real deal this year, and he was able to keep going, able to gain his balance and score another touchdown for the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones, just when the Titans were hoping that these SHG holding penalties were going to go against them.
The Titans know that he's a huge target. He's one of their best players, so I feel like they should be double teaming him.
And that extra point, is it good? It is good, but just barely. That one really looped in there. It just did with Kenny Rao. It looks like the extra point is good. 14-6, Sacred Heart Griffin. The official it looks like they're still down, and actually, it looks like we're getting another crew member here for the officials. Looks like they're going now with they go back with a 4-man crew after that other official is being worked on by Athleticare. So it looks like we have another official stepping in, and we're getting ready to go back here. To play, Glenwood down 14-6 to the Cyclones with 37.5 seconds left in the first quarter. This first quarter really has been a marathon. 69-yard TD pass to Malik Turner, and the Titans have still let him cause some big plays.
Yeah, they really need to work on double teaming him or something, because he's just such a fast player. Green knows that he's always there open for a pass. So Titans really need to adjust their defense to accommodate him, but still protect from the running game.
And those holding penalties against SHG cost them on the last drive, but on this drive they're able to get away with it. Rao with the kickoff. This one sailing into the Glenwood band, and they throw that ball right back. 14-6 is the score. Cyclones lead it with 37.5 seconds left in the first quarter. But man, it's been that connection with Gabe Green to our Pizza Hut player to watch, Malik Turner. It's been that connection that Titans have having a hard time break up, as they've hooked up for a 35-yard touchdown pass with 6:49 left in the first quarter, and then just a few moments ago, 69-yard touchdown pass to Turner again. 14 unanswered points for the Cyclones, as they have a 17-game winning streak against Glenwood that they want to keep going. Under center is Benitis, and there's an issue on the handoff. And let's see who got it. The Titans are able to keep possession, but they just bumped into each other there.
Yeah.
A botched handoff there from Benitis.
20 seconds and counting, first quarter. Benitis shouldn't feel rushed. Still has all the second quarter to work, but he needs to make sure he's completing the plays. Hands might be getting a little cool since it is nippy outside, so
it is.
He need to stay warm.
2nd and 12 for the Titans after a loss of 2 on the play. From their own 18, they're really going to have to drive 80 yards thanks to Rao. Pass complete to Rocky Morse. There's a flag on the play. There may be a late hit out of bounds. Rocky Morse kept with it. He kept churning his feet, and it looks like that possibly could be a late hit on the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones.
Tried to do a spin move there, but taken out and foul on SHG.
Personal foul against the SHG Cyclones. It was a late hit. And we'll see. The Titans, I assume, would take that penalty. But that will end the first quarter. We will deal with that when we come back. But what a first quarter it's been here in Chatham, America. The Cyclones lead the Titans 14-6 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be right back to GCNN. And pizza with quality products at affordable prices. Fat Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969.
Aaron, you're all set.
Great, thanks.
Mike, thanks for doing that discount double check. You saved us hundreds.
What was that?
The discount double check? It's when we comb through your policies and make sure that you're getting all the discounts you deserve.
No, I get that part, but you guys are doing my move.
The discount double check move?
It's my touchdown dance.
So you're a dancer?
No, I'm a quarterback.
Oh, quarterback.
More.
I'm a robot. Get out of here.
Get to a better state, State Farm.
Call Steve Bedford in Chatham for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
Welcome back to Titans Stadium after a personal foul. Looks like a late hit, maybe a Cyclone player even picked up and threw Rocky Morse out of bounds is a report that we're hearing. 1st and 10 for the Titans from their own 39. Benitis up to throw. He finds Tyler Brown, but there's a flag on the play. A lot of laundry on both sides so far in this game. SHG with multiple holding penalties that hurt him on a drive. But man, when they can just chuck it down to Malik Turner, it's okay. Personal foul again against the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones.
I saw that.
What happened?
Tyler Brown, when he was going down there, he was hitting the back by it. I'm not sure which SHG player, but he was hitting the back by one as he was going down.
So once again, penalties are hurting the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones, but man, the Titans, they really need to take advantage of this. They, on their last drive, they punted away. The drive before that, they couldn't capitalize. But this drive, man, it's 1st and 10 for Glenwood now from the SHG 36-yard line after back-to-back personal foul penalties against SHG. Let's see if the Titans can take advantage with 11:40 and ticking left in the first half. Titans trail by 8.
They have these personal fouls. They're going to need to take advantage of them, and they need to make sure that they realize they have 6 points, not 7. They're going to have to work extra hard to recover.
That's right, an early missed extra point by Brandon Montre. Pitch to the outside to Aaron Merrifield. There with the tackle for the Cyclones, number 33, Chris Overton.
Nick Montre, not Brandon.
Oh, you know what? That's his brother that is playing football at the Quincy with the Quincy Hawks now. Thank you, Mason. I will need that once in a while. Merrifield didn't pick up anything there. Able with the tackle there for SHG was Chris Overton. 2nd and 10 for the Titans from the SHG 36-yard line. Benitis fakes, throws over the middle. He's got Merrifield, but it's incomplete. Merrifield covered by Malik Turner. And hang on, there's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. Holding penalty against the Glenwood Titans on that play with 10:52 left in the first half. After a seemingly long first quarter, kind of going back and forth. SHG up 14-6 here. Another Glenwood SHG intense rivalry game here in week 8. 2nd and 23 after the holding penalty. That was an incomplete pass to Aaron Merrifield over the middle. Man in motion, Zach Layden. Benitis under center here in 2nd 23, right from midfield. Back is Benitis, and he is brought down. Wait, is the ball loose, or was he down? Able to recover the ball for SHG was number 44, Austin Pranger, but Benitis was ruled down on the play. And again, the Titans are going backwards after they should have taken advantage of back-to-back personal foul 15-yard penalties against SHG. But all the Titans have done is go backwards of a holding penalty of their own. And then Benitis there, loss of 11 as he is sacked. 3rd and 34, from the 39-yard line now in Titan territory. Back goes Benitis. Throws, he's looking for Helm, and Helm makes a great catch. No, it's incomplete. And it looked like that hit the ground. Incomplete. Helm went for that ball. Man, great moves there from the number 1 rated tight end in the nation for the class of 2014. Helm, a great try as he dove for the ball, and just the way he went to catch it, that ball hit the ground. Incomplete pass. Got jarred loose. 10:39 remaining in the second quarter. Set to punt it away is Austin Bell. As the Titans trail by 8, they couldn't take advantage. Back-to-back personal foul calls against SHG. They actually go backwards themselves. Malik Turner trying to... Oh, and now he loops around. Are the Titans ready for this punt return from Turner, and he slips at the 29-28 yard line of SHG.
Turner ended up really where he first got his hands on the ball, just running in a little loop there. Could have had a run back. Luckily, the Titans special teams were able to bring him down. SHG is going to need a really good run here. They need to find Turner, but also mix up the running game that Glenwood isn't really prepared for.
Well, they've actually stuffed it out the past couple times, but exactly. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones from the 29-yard line. And Glenwood, they need to stop this drive. They need to try to get the momentum back going in their favor. They don't want to fall behind multiple possessions against this SHG team that can keep hurting you. Oh, wait, there's a fumble on the play. Let's see, it's still around. Gabe Green goes in there, and the Titans got it. The Titans got it right there.
Excellent field position, too.
Wow. They will have it right there. Who came in there and picked up that ball there for the Titans?
I'm pretty sure it was Austin Bell.
Austin Bell battled in there, number 91 for the Titans. Austin Bell fought for the football. Looks like he came up with that fumble recovery. Now 1st and 10 for the Titans. Now what happened there is Green went in a sort of a shovel pass, but it was a live ball. It was a backwards lateral as he went for the pitch. And a botched handoff right there. I believe that might have been Anthony Danello there, who couldn't quite handle that pitch there from Green. 1st and 10 for the Titans at the 15 after the huge fumble recovery for Glenwood. Let's see if they can put points on the board. Run up the middle. It's DeRozier, and he fights for about 7 or 8 yards. 10 minutes left in the second quarter. And the Titans are going to try to get on the board, make this one a little closer, as they may have to make a decision, go for 2 if they get in the end zone. That's a big if. 6-yard gain on the play, roughly there for Tyler DeRozier. 2nd and 4 for the Titans from the 8-yard line of Sacred Heart Griffin after the Titans recovered the fumble. I believe it was Austin Bell with the fumble recovery. Here's DeRozier pounding up the middle towards the goal line, just short. It will be 1st down and goal from the inch line for Glenwood. And that's the thing. Start using Tyler DeRozier in the run game because he's been out 3 games. He hasn't been able to play all that much. SHG haven't had a lot of time, to plan for him. He's such a hard runner.
He has some of the best motivation on the team, too. He's a wrecking ball when it comes to running.
Every game every carry so far in this game from DeRozier has been a solid 5-6 yard gain. That's just how he is. 1st and goal Titans. It's from the 1-yard line. 1st and goal from the 1. Under center is Benitez. Up the middle there to J.D. Rush. And looks like he may have even lost a yard there. That play snuffed out by Grant Wallace, number 20 of SHG, 5'11", 230-pound senior. With a great play off of the end, able to snuff that out. And Wallace, tough defensive end, is able to bring down J.D. Rush. Loss of 1 on the play. It's 1st down and goal here from the 2-yard line, or 2nd down and goal. 2nd down and goal for the Titans. From the 2-yard line, here's Benitez. And that's a run that is stalled. Handoff to Tyler DeRozier, and he's brought backwards. And besides that first drive, it seems like whenever the Titans have had a chance to take advantage of an SHG mistake, they just haven't been able to move the ball forward, Mason, at least to try and put points on the board.
Yeah, this run is expected. Maybe they need, I would think Benitez might be able to see that if he airs it out to the right side, of the end zone, he might be able to get it in through that. But
If
other
SHG
than that, going in the middle isn't really working, so they need to lateral it or something like that to go wide.
3rd down and 4. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line of SHG. Benitis rolls out. He gives the ball to Helm, and Helm is in. That's a touchdown for the Titans. 4-yard touchdown pass from Matt Benitis. There's a big fist bump right there. Mason, how about it there? Hey, go grab another headset and maybe join Coach Rourke on the sideline there. But how about that, Benitis? And he's been so great rolling out this year. He really hasn't rolled out a whole lot in this game so far. And the Titans will go for 2 with 7:38 remaining in the second quarter. The Titans got the ball at the 15-yard line after a fumble. Gabe Green backwards lateral. So now the Titans go for 2, try to tie this game up after the 4-yard touchdown pass by Helm. Benitis fires. That pass is caught, and we are tied, baby. 14-14. Pass complete over the middle, and was that Josh Talley, number 34. Josh Talley, he is pumped, and this whole Titan crowd is real into it now. The momentum shifting back to Glenwood's side here after a 4-yard touchdown pass to Daniel Helm after Nick Montre missed an extra point earlier. That's okay. 2-point conversion pass is complete to Josh Talley, the muscle hamster.
I was just about to say muscle hamster. Took the words out of my mouth. Well, if the Titans really keep this going and they're able just to make these good plays, Benitis is clearly starting to get used to the pressure now, so he'll be able to handle it. But if they keep getting these good plays, they're going to give SHG a real run for their money.
This game is tied 14-14 with 7:38 remaining in the first half. Man, we may be in for a thrilling game if, this first quarter and a half roughly with 7:38 left in the second quarter lives up to the rest of the game. But we'll see. High school football, it can change in a heartbeat though. Titans tie up the game after Gabe Green on the backwards lateral was fumbled. And a fair catch is made by the Cyclones, number 12, Robbie Hanauer. But the Titans with 7:38 left on the clock for the first quarter, 4-yard TD pass from Benitis to Helm. And Helm really had to dive into that end zone and really show all of his muscle.
Yeah, Helm's a fantastic player. They know that he's a threat, and luckily he was able to squeak through there. Usually I feel like Helm would be covered by maybe 2-3 people. Was there, but able to squeak through, muscle through,
like we were talking about
jumped over them.
1st and 10 for SHG from the 20-yard line. And Forrest Sexton, number 54 for the Titans, there in the pile. Also there with the Titans stop was number 90, Aaron Williams. They lose a little bit. It was 1st down and 10 for SHG from the 28-yard line. So they lose 2 yards on the play. Now it's 2nd and 12 for SHG from their own 26. Pass complete to Lewis. Hello, Tyler Brown. Able to actually, that pass was complete to Nolan A. Heron, number 99. Pass complete to Nolan A. Heron with his 7th reception of the season. But Tyler Brown there, right there to greet him. And the pass to A. Heron gains a few yards back to the 29-yard line of SHG. 3rd down and 9 for the Cyclones. 6:25 and ticking away left in the second quarter. Good fake there from Green. He's going to toss it down deep for Turner. Is that a complete pass? It is not an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass down the far sideline. Gabe Green looking for Malik Turner, and he couldn't get him.
That SHG coach is furious at the ref.
Well, from this angle, we are on the far side. It looked like he may have gotten at least a foot in. In the NFL, you have to have 2 feet down. In college, you only have to have 1 foot down. Same thing in high school, yeah. but all he had to have was 1 foot down. Apparently he didn't there on the far side of the field, as once again Green looked for Malik Turner, and that brings up a 4th down for SHG. It's funny, I was talking with some guys from SHG, and I'm like, well, hey, who's your punter? He's like, well, we've only punted twice a year. And I'm like, okay. But here back to punt for SHG, that's Gabe Green. Or no, that's Kenny Rao there with the punt. It is down by Cody Johnston. They brought in Green to punt the ball earlier, try and throw off the Titans. But that punt there, after a Cyclone 4th and 9, after Gabe Green couldn't find Malik Turner down the far sideline. So that is down by Cody Johnston. 1st down and 10 for the Titans with solid field position from their own 47-yard line with 6:08 to play in the second quarter. See if the Titans can get some momentum after a big defensive stop, Mason.
Titans defense was just on it. Coach Onken just calling great plays for them. Now Benides is getting rushed and sacked.
Yeah, Benides lost on the play. I'm sure they were looking for a corner route there, and Benides was rolling out on the play action. But once again, the SHG defensive line able to push back the inexperienced all-junior offensive line for Glenwood that has improved from the beginning of the year, but they're still being pushed around. And Titans are trying to take advantage of, SHG's mishaps. They have to beat a solid team like SHG with a kind of offense like them. 2nd down and 15 after a loss of 5 on the play. Here's Benides. He fires and finds his man. It's Daniel Helm, and he's brought down close to the 1st down marker. It looks like we have a hurt SHG Cyclone possibly on the play. Number 42, Chris Smith, 6'1", 210-pound senior linebacker with the stop for the Cyclones.
Even though Helm is always covered, Benides always seems to find the hold on him. Helm is just kind of like Malik Turner. He's just able to get around the defenders and find good openings. So Benides always has him as an option now, like I'm seeing.
He's able to pick some yards after catch. Well, that pass play complete for 14 yards. It's 3rd down and 1 now for the Titans from the SHG 44-yard line. Glenwood's only completed about 23% of their 3rd down conversions. Timeout called by Coach Rourke. And when we come back to Glenwood Titan football on GCNN with 4:35 left in the first quarter, it'll be a 3rd and 1 for the Glenwood offense. Stay right there. Want to thank our sponsor, The Cone. With 4:35 ring start, we're having a little technical difficulties with our 1980s laptop. 4:35 left here after the Titans spent their 2nd timeout of the half. 3rd down and 1. Run up the middle. It's J.D. Rush, and it sure looks like he picked up that Glenwood 1st down. We will see. Move those chains. It's a 1st down and 10 for the Titans.
Titans are putting together a touchdown drive right now. 14-14, 4:30 left.
You better knock on that wood. You could hear it here. 4:20 and ticking away left in the first half. 1st down and 10 for Glenwood after a 2-yard pickup for the 1st down by J.D. Rush. Here's Benides under center. Back to throw, and that pass is complete. It's Rocky Morse, and showtime goes down at the 30-yard line. for a Titan first down yet again, Mason, with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left in the second quarter.
Benides is just doing great. Starting from the beginning of the game, he had some turnovers, not doing great, but he's really turned up. He's realized that this is a rival game. It's been 17 games since we've won. We won as the Redskins, so he really wants to give the Titans their first win since 17 games ago.
That's right, back in 2001 when the Titans prevailed over SHG, 35-26, first down 10 for the Titans from the 30-yard line. J.D. Rush, the ball carrier, fighting for every yard. Solid gain up the middle to J.D. Rush. And Mason J.D. Rush entering this game, 28 rushes, 226 yards, and 6 Glenwood touchdowns. Matt Benides has chalked up 2 more touchdowns in this game so far. He's now thrown for 15 touchdown passes. Gabe Green's also thrown now for 26 touchdown passes since this game began. 3:15 left in the second quarter. Second down and 5 after the run by Rush. Here's Helm to the outside. He barrels through and picks up another Glenwood Titan first down from the 13-yard line of Sacred Heart Griffin.
Rochester, Daniel Helm had a run kind of like that, except it was up the middle, ended in a fumble. But tonight, Glenwood is able to hold on to the ball. This is I feel like is one of their keys to the game. Also, just do not turn over. They've been doing great with that. And no fumbles.
They can't have any mistakes of any kind.
No.
All the penalties have had pushback times, but a ton of penalties on the visiting side of SHG. 2:50 left in the second quarter. Here's Benides. Pass is complete to Rocky Morse. He breaks away. Touchdown, Glenwood. 12-yard touchdown pass from Matt Benides to Rocky Morse, and the Titans lead Sacred Heart Griffin 20-14.
I was definitely afraid that was going to be intercepted or something the way I saw the ball traveling, but Rocky Morse, Showtime, was able to pull it in.
Showtime right there, and he didn't give up. That's the thing about Rocky Morse is he's such a hard worker. He just doesn't give up, and he could have easily went down around the 2-yard line, but he fought for the Titan touchdown, their 12-yard touchdown pass. Here's Nick Montre. He missed his first try. The second one is through the uprights, and it is good. With 2:46 left in the first half, the Titans lead the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones 21-14. We still have so much more game to be played, but that Cyclone crowd, they are stunned.
No.
With the way this Titans team
quiet.
has came out and played. Whoa, baby.
I think SHG definitely underestimated us. They're used to getting the win. And tonight, I think the Tides will change to 46. I know the glare's weird. 46 in the first half. Second half, plenty of time for them to work. Plenty of time for Glenwood to work. So maybe they'll get a score here. Hopefully Glenwood's defense will stay as strong as it has.
12-yard TD pass to Rocky Morse. Rocky Morse's third touchdown reception of the year. Matt Benides just threw for his 16th touchdown of the season. He's had 3 tonight. He had a 39-yard touchdown pass to Brown on the first drive of the game. He had a 4-yard touchdown pass to Helm, and now a 12-yard TD pass to Morse. The Glenwood defense recovered a fumble at the 15-yard line. That led to the Titans tying up the game at 14, and then SHG ends up having to punt the ball away, and Glenwood drives down 55 yards and picks up a touchdown. Nolan A. Heron is on the kick return here for the Cyclones, and wrestled down there by the Glenwood special teams. First down and 10 now for Sacred Heart Griffin with 2:39 left in the first half. It's been a shift because it looked like the way both teams have. Now the Titans are starting to take advantage of the SHG mishaps.
Yeah.
But both teams have sort of had an issue taking advantage. Especially SHG of late, the momentum has definitely switched in Glenwood's favor. Can Gabe Green snatch it back for the Cyclones? Let's see. 2:39 left in the second quarter. This play is blown up. Tyler DeRozier. What a whoa. We got a little bit of a mix-up behind the play.
Tyler Brown was
Tyler Brown, I completely got faked out there. It picks up a solid gain for the Cyclones. He picked up a solid gain there. They faked it to Anthony Danello. Tyler DeRozier laid him out, but the Cyclones gained 7 yards on the play. 2nd down and 3 now from the 41-yard line. Back is Green, pumps it down to Nate Lewis. Caught at the 35. Nice move, one-on-one with Tyler Brown. And touchdown, Sacred Heart Griffin.
DeRozier had that amazing tackle, but sadly SHG has countered back.
They came right back. 59-yard touchdown pass to Nate Lewis. Lewis's 8th touchdown reception of the game, and the Titans scored with 2:46 left in the first half. The Cyclones counter right back with 1:52 left in the first half. A 59-yard touchdown pass from Gabe Green to Nate Lewis. Lewis, the Army National Football League Hall of Fame Athlete of the Year last year. He also plays basketball. And this extra point from Kenny Rao is good. We are right now in the middle of a shootout here in Chatham. 1:52 left in the first half. The momentum, totally swinging Glenwood's way. And the wind from Glenwood's sails got sucked out there on that 59-yard touchdown pass from Gabe Green to a wide open Nate Lewis. And Tyler Brown tried to get him one-on-one, but Lewis had some shifty moves there.
I think Titans will be able to get their momentum back. Still have a minute 52 left to work with in the first half of the game, sorry. And if they keep playing like they're playing, they should be fine. Tyler DeRozier really motivating to the team, so they'll be getting down the field,
and
hopefully.
My apologies for completely being faked out on that play with Danello. I think everybody was faked out here in this stadium, though Anthony Danello got hit behind by DeRozier. I'll have to ask him how it felt to being hit there from Tyler DeRozier, but SHG was able to pick up 7 yards, and then a little later, 59-yard TD pass from Gabe Green to Nate Lewis. That's a 27th touchdown pass from Gabe Green. Minute 52 left in the first half. We are all knotted up at 21. Here's Kenny Rao. And once again, it will be a touchback, and the Titans will have to put together an 80-yard drive if they want to retake the lead. 1st and 10 here for Glenwood from their own 20, Mason.
Benides is definitely going to have to work hard here, stay focused, just because he has a large amount of field to get down in a short amount of time. Hopefully he'll be able to find key receivers and running backs to help Glenwood travel down the field. Maybe he'll connect with Daniel Helm or Tyler Brown, and you could see Tyler DeRozier running it.
Key here, don't be in a hurry.
Yeah.
Minute 52 left on the clock, don't be in a hurry. Because
that's sometimes his problem, too.
If you don't score, then you want the least time for SHG to score. You don't want to have them to have a lot of time, even though the way SHG's been able to score with those long touchdown passes, I don't know if they need a lot. Here's Helm, he's looking to throw, he launches it, he's got Rocky Morse, oh baby! He is down, pushed out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Daniel Helm shows his arm, and the pass is, whoa.
Oh my
and
goodness.
The pass is complete there. How about that? Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Long pass there.
I feel like that's a top 3 play.
Because I didn't know, because sometimes they run that pitch play to the
and then
outside.
I looked, and Helm had the ball, and he was just chucked it out to Rocky Morris. That's definitely going to be on the top 3 next week in the rush.
Well, yeah, because it looked like he was just going to run it, but you know what? He cocked it back and launched it over to Rocky Morse down to the 13-yard line. Wow, what a great play. You almost don't want to score. You don't want to, get going too quick here. You never know here, but that was a big play, but the Titans have gone backwards in the past, though, as they hope to keep it going here. They haven't punched it in just yet. Gain of a few on the play. Wow, Helm's got pretty
Oh.
pretty good arm right there.
I don't know if they just didn't want to use Benitis or Benitis felt too pressured, but they gave
no.
it to Helm and he performed.
Just a solid trick play. Here's Helm out of the backfield. He pushes forward to about the 3-yard line of SHG, and Daniel Helm, he's shown tonight he's a jack of all trades. He can run the ball, and actually they've utilized him in other ways than actually catching the ball. In fact, I don't even know if he's had a reception. It's first down and goal from the 2-yard line for the Titans.
55
Under a
seconds
minute
and
to play.
counting.
55 seconds and ticking away here left in the first half. Here's Benitis. Run up the middle. It's J.D. Rush. It's okay. We got some time, and the Titans have one timeout. They have one timeout left. They have some time. Are they looking to take it here? No, Coach Rourke says let's go ahead and call a play here with second down and goal from the 2-yard line. And no, it's a timeout for Glenwood. They have no timeouts remaining. We'll take a quick timeout with 32.9 seconds left in the first half.
Well, Mr. Raji, we could save you hundreds by doing a discount double check.
Not you too, Raji. You're on my team. You know that's my move.
The discount double check?
No, that's my touchdown dance, man.
Here we go again. Sir, you're not even doing it right. Raji, drop it.
Show me what you got, Raji.
What is this?
Come on now. You said you were a dancer.
Where you going, buddy? Come on back.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Call Steve Bedford in Chatham for personal service and discounts that
First down and goal, second down and goal for the Titans. It's from the inch line. Second down and goal for Glenwood from the inch line. Of course, how the Titans got back here, a long halfback pass from Daniel Helm to Rocky Morse. 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Run up the middle. It's DeRozier. Is he over? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Glenwood. And the Titans, again, drive the ball 80 yards. Once again, because Kenny Rao is such a great kicker for SHG. It's almost a touchback every time. And once again, the Titans drive down 80 yards. But, of course, that long pass play from who would have thunk it, Daniel Helm over to Rocky Morse. He was pushed out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And then the Titans are able to punch it in with a 1-yard TD run from Tyler DeRozier. Montre's extra point. It is up. It is through the uprights and good. The Titans lead the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones 28-21. We apologize if we broke any of your stereo systems on that play. Not trying to be obnoxious, just real excited here up here in the booth. So 29.6 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Mason, SHG, the way they've been working, they got plenty of time to score the way Gabe Green has been able to pass the ball, especially to Malik Turner.
Yeah, if Malik Turner gets a big play, he's been running that similar route down the side of the field, just a straight route. If he's able to connect with him, they'll be fine. But with 30 seconds left, and they are notorious for holding so far in this game, they might not be able to get something going.
Titans lead 28-21. They led 21-14 against SHG, and then a 59-yard touchdown pass to Nate Lois, and then the Titans answer right back. Daniel Helm on a halfback pass, huge pass play to Rocky Morse to the 13-yard line. Then Tyler DeRozier with a 1-yard touchdown run to put the Titans ahead 28-21 against SHG here. And let's see, Montre set to kick it off. And, this is plenty of time for SHG to possibly knot this up, though. Here is Montre with the kickoff. He missed the first extra point, but he's made the last two that he's attempted. This is sort of a pooch kick, and it's to Nolan Aheron, and Aheron's not going to get much. J.D. Rush and Tyler Brown there to stop him with 25.3 seconds left in the second quarter.
SHG has decent field position on 35, I believe.
No, it's
39. Sorry, I was looking where the players were, but they're in the huddle there. st 25 seconds to work
We
with.
try our best here
Yeah,
at GCNN.
we try.
We're not, numbers kind of throw us off a little bit. The computers do all the numbers for
Yeah.
us. 25.3 seconds left in the first half. 28-21, the Titans are leading SHG, and what a game this has been so far. Back to pass is Green. He ends up going the short route, and that pass, is it complete, or did it bounce up to him? And that pass is complete. It looked like from this angle that it may have possibly bounced, but you know what? It's a complete pass, a gain of few, and a timeout. Sacred Heart Griffin will take a quick commercial timeout. We'll see if our commercials work. We'll be right back to GCNN. Fat Willie's in Chatham is a great family restaurant that supplies a wonderful dining experience. We offer outstanding fried chicken and over-the-top Wall-I-Am pizza. With quality products at affordable prices, Fat Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969. Welcome back to Titans Stadium. 15.4 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and 5 for SHG from their own 44-yard line. Green rolling out. He finds Nate Lewis trying to shake off some Titan tacklers, but there to bring him down for Glenwood was number 22, Clark Gaden. Another timeout for the SHG Cyclones with 6.9 seconds, so 7 seconds essentially left on the clock here in the first half. Are we going to stay right here? Yeah, we sure are. 1st and 10 for the Cyclones from the Glenwood 45-yard line. This SHG Cyclone offense has been able, it was high-powered. They've been able to work it down against Glenwood, 3 times, but then they had the fumble on the backwards lateral play from Green. And then the Titans were able to take advantage, but then SHG still able to pump it down the field. What did the Titans have to do for a big stop here? 6.9 seconds left in the second quarter, and SHG only 45 yards to go to try and tie this up.
They need to make sure that all receivers are covered. They need I don't think there's not going to be a running play, so they need to make sure all the receivers are covered up. Watch out for Malik Turner. Have 2 men on him. He is a major threat right here. He could be critical chance for SHG. 7 seconds left. Let's see what happens here.
Back goes Green in the shotgun, and that's an incomplete pass. There's a flag on the play as Helm flat out leveled Malik Turner. And we'll see. Looks like that might be a 15-yard penalty against Glenwood. We'll see if what they end up calling, if that's a personal foul or just pass interference. That
was huge.
Pass interference against Glenwood on Daniel Helm. We talked about Helm moving over, he's playing to the side here. He's just been kind of roaming around all day trying to cover Malik Turner. And for the most part, he's done a solid job, but Turner's still so tough. But
3 seconds.
That's a 15-yard pass interference penalty against the Titans. 3 seconds left in the first half. Looks like some sort of line change here from SHG to try and throw off the Glenwood defense. 1st and 10 from the Glenwood 30-yard line. And
it's a kick.
It's going to attempt and a kick here. This would be a 47-yard field goal. Timeout SHG. We're going to take a break as Kenny Rao may attempt a 47-yard field goal when we come back to GCNN. Fat Willie's in Chatham is a great family restaurant that supplies a wonderful dining experience. We offer outstanding fried chicken and over-the-top Wall-I-Am pizza. With quality products at affordable prices, Fat Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969.
Aaron, you're all set.
Great, thanks.
Mike, thanks for doing that discount double check. You saved us hundreds.
What was that?
The discount double check? It's when we comb through your policies to make sure that you're getting all the discounts you deserve.
No, I get that part, but you guys are doing my move.
The discount double check move?
It's my touchdown dance.
So you're a dancer?
No, I'm a quarterback.
Oh, quarterback.
More.
I'm a robot.
Where's your
Get out of here.
Get to a better state.
Welcome back to Glenwood Titan Football on GCN, presented by Steve Bedford State Farm and Pizza Hut. And Kenny Rao will not be attempting 47-yard field goal. SHG going for it with 3 seconds left in the half. Green all by his lonesome. Fires it down deep. Far sideline. That pass. Is it incomplete? It is incomplete. Cody Johnston, number 30, breaking it up there for the Titans. And that pass looked intended for Malik Turner. And who would have guessed this halftime score? Glenwood 28, SHG 21. We head into halftime. Mason, what are some of the big what are some of the big things that Glenwood has to do to keep this momentum going? SHG will have the ball out of the half.
I mean, right now they're doing great. They're utilizing Tyler DeRocher now that he's back very wisely. They need to make sure they can see Daniel Helm. Benitis, he's doing great. Don't be pressured, Benitis. Keep it under control, and the Titans will do fantastic in the second half.
And that Titan defense will have to adjust to that aerial attack of SHG and really stifle them, be prepared for anything the high-powered offense for SHG have. How big has penalties been in this game on both sides? Had a couple personal fouls against SHG, had a couple pass interference, a defensive holding against Glenwood, holding against SHG. A lot of laundry early on, Mace. How are the Titans going to try and adjust?
I mean, Titans aren't affected by it that much, but SHG, they have taken a huge hit by it. They would have had a touchdown, but called back just because of a foul. They really need to be careful. Glenwood, they're doing good. Stay how you are, Glenwood.
Well, everybody, know you're watching the replay here. Stay tuned for this second half. It is, if it's anything like the first half, it is going to be crazy. I'll be right back in a little bit with a rooftop angle of this game. Stay right there. The score at halftime, Glenwood 28, SHG 21. Welcome into the halftime report here on GCNN. Danny Fry here with you. Actually get to see my face here on this live broadcast. Don't know if you like that or not. At halftime, the score is the Titans 28 and the SHG Cyclones 21. A lot of people didn't expect that. Some people were even wondering if the Cyclones could put the running clock on the Titans, which is 40 points in the second half. Glenwood came right out of the gate on an 80-yard drive with 8:24 left in the first quarter, a 39-yard touchdown pass from Matt Benitis to Tyler Brown. But then SHG Soares shown this aerial back and forth showdown that has been the case here with 6:49 left in the first quarter. 35-yard touchdown pass down the left sideline from Gabe Green to Malik Turner. And that matchup for the Titans on Turner, Daniel Helmsman on him, they've been battling back and forth. They really have been all game. But then SHG was able to get back on the board. That 35-yard touchdown pass was Helm and Turner, they were really battling for it, and eventually they ended up calling defensive holding on Daniel Helm, where some Titan fans are wondering if that was called on Malik Turner. SHG would later get a touchdown pass taken off the board from Malik Turner due to a holding penalty. Penalties really costing the momentum for the Cyclones in this game. 37.5 seconds left in the first quarter. 69-yard touchdown pass again to Malik Turner over the middle. He's able to collect his balance and score. Glenwood on their opening touchdown missed the extra point from Nick Montre. That made it 14-6 at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, it really seemed at the end of the first quarter, SHG, they could have ran away with this game and sucked the Titans out of it. Well, you know what? They didn't, because the Titans, one of the keys to the game was the Titans to not fall back behind in this game. And you know what? They didn't. With 7:38 left, about 8 minutes left in the second quarter, Gabe Green went to do a pitch, and the ball was fumbled, not handled. It was a backwards lateral, scooped up by, we believe, Austin Bell, and then that led to a 4-yard touchdown pass on a crucial down there from Benitis to Helm. And with a 2-point conversion, that tied up the game 14-14. Then as well here with 2:46 left in the half here, 12-yard touchdown pass to Rocky Morse, and the Titans began to have momentum sort of shift there at that point, and that's when they led 21-14. But we mentioned the shootout mentality this whole game. Really big shootout here, going back and forth. SHG, they didn't waste really any time. They only wasted about 40 seconds when they found Nate Lois for 59 yards and a touchdown. That tied up the game at 21. Okay, you think, okay, Titans are out of this. Okay, well, you know, going back, SHG, they keep coming right back. Glenwood was able to stop SHG on some key plays defensively. And then, of course, out of nowhere, the halfback pass there, complete from Daniel Helm. Who would have thunk it? Helm shows off his arm and finds Rocky Morse down to 13. That led to a 1-yard touchdown run from Tyler DeRozier. That put Glenwood up 28-21. And then, towards the end of the half right there, SHG almost got the ball in as the pass was incomplete from Gabe Green over to Malik Turner. They were looking for him in the left corner, and he couldn't quite find him. Some quick stats, and then we'll head back into the booth. Matt Benitis, 9 for 15, 173 passing yards for the Titans. Helm, he threw the ball once for a gain of 67 to Rocky Morse. Tyler DeRozier, 6 carries, 44 yards. Daniel Helm, 3 carries, 22 yards. JD Rush, 7 carries, 15 yards. Helm really been jack of all trades in this game. SHG, Gabe Green, 7 for 13 passing, 186 passing yards, and 3 touchdowns. And Malik Turner, 2 catches, 109 yards, and a touchdown. Also, and 2 touchdowns. Nate Lois also with a touchdown as well. We'll be right back inside for the second half as the Titans sort of stunning the Cyclones up 28-21 at the half. We'll be right back.
Personal service and discounts that you deserve.
Thank you so much for waiting.
Kids, breakfast is ready. Eat up. Your friend's gonna be here pretty soon.
I'll be there in a second.
Have a great day.
My friend's here, I'm leaving.
Be safe. Come home right after school.
Alright, see ya.
Wow, your dads are really looking out for you.
That's not my dad. That's my family's financial advisor, Mr. Sullivan.
Sullivan Financial, looking out for your investments and your family.
Well, Mr. Raji, we could save you hundreds by doing a discount double check.
Not you too, Raji. You're on my team. You know that's my move.
The discount double check?
No, it's my touchdown dance, man.
Here we go again. Sir, you're not even doing it right. Raji, drop it.
Show me what you got, Raji.
What is this?
Come on now. You said you were a dancer.
Where you going, buddy? Come on back.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Call Steve Bedford in Chatham for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
Fat Willie's in Chatham is a great family restaurant that supplies a wonderful dining experience. We offer outstanding fried chicken and over-the-top walleye pizza. With quality products at affordable prices, Fat Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969. We are set for the second half here of action here in Chatham, America. Danny Fry back in the nice and warm and toasty press box. I didn't really like it up there, but it's okay. We got the job done. Titans set to start this second half as the Glenwood's Nick Montre will kick it away to SHG. And Mason, talk about one of our keys to the game was physicality, and talk about how physical this game is going to be and how the Titans have responded.
It's been insane. Just to name 2 hits, Tyler DeRozier, he destroyed someone, just picked him up, threw him down, got that over with. Daniel Helm leveled Malik, and he took him down, flattened him, and just Titans have been playing insanely well tonight. They're just going for everything, going for the kill, and they're going crazy.
Well, right now, but that SHG offense, that aerial attack can really strike at any moment, though. First down and 10 now for the Cyclones. That was number 9, James Obibi, on the return for SHG. First and 10 here now for SHG from their own 28-yard line. The Titans lead by a touchdown, 28-21. Thank you for putting up with my rambling at halftime. And there's another fake. They've done a lot of fake handoffs there to Anthony Danello. Gabe Green ends up keeping it. And there with the tackle for the Titan, cutting him off there, Tyler DeRozier, and also in there, number 7, Tyler Brown, getting some help up as well. 11 and a half minutes to play. Just got some good news about the Cardinals. They're up 4-0 against the Dodgers. How about that? Let's keep this good tidings going. 2nd and 7 now for the Cyclones after a 3-yard pickup from Gabe Green. From their own 31, again, the fake handoff to Anthony Danello, and Gabe Green plunges forward for an SHG first down. And what do you think that the SHG head coach Ken Leonard was really specifying at halftime?
I definitely think he was stressing that Green needs to make the plays happen. He can't have those mistakes. He definitely yelled at the defense a little bit for those fouls that cost them. Also yelled at the offense too.
And Glenwood's got some big plays on him.
Mm-hmm. He's probably not overall happy about how SHG's doing, but they've really turned up here starting the second half of the game.
Well, SHG's offense, they can just go in and I think turn it on just like a switch, just like that. Play to the outside, doesn't pick up much for the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones. Gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9 now for the Cyclones from their own 42-yard line. Back goes Green. It's a screen pass to Malik Turner. Oh, and Austin Bell went in there for the tackle, couldn't quite get it, but eventually Malik Turner is taken out of bounds. How about all that tight end help there? Cody Johnson, J.D. Rush. Also in there for the Titans, number 6, Dominic Giovanelli, and his brother Tony, running back and defensive back when the Titans went to state in 2010 and got the runner up there. So Titans are playing physical. They're trying to get in it here. Really get the crowd into it. 9:45 left in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 10. Here's Green. He's hit as he throws. It's an incomplete pass. That was number 91, Austin Bell, showing the pressure there. And Bell, interesting story about Austin Bell this season. He started out and first of all, he didn't start playing football until his sophomore year. He was a soccer goalkeeper up until that point. Didn't start playing until his sophomore year. And this year, Bell missed a couple games due to a mono scare. He felt fine, but they were just concerned for his health if he played. But he really helped out there. 4th down and 10. Gabe Green, the punter on that play. He sort of did a fake, hey, I may go back and throw it here. Ends up punting it to out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Glenwood's defense did a fantastic job of shutting down SHG. Gabe Green unable to get the ball down the field.
And they were able to pick up a 1st down there, but then the Titans were able to make some adjustments and respond. Coach Rourke, when I interviewed him on Monday, said, SHG, they're going to have some big plays, which obviously he was right, all those touchdown passes from Green. But, they're going to have to adjust, and you know what? We're just going to have to adjust to those big plays, and we're just going to have to go back and line up and win that next battle. Win that next battle is a key phrase there. 1st and 10 for the Titans from their own 35. Play is blown dead. A flag on the play.
If the Titans are able to get a drive here, I feel like this is where they will pull away. Beginning of the 2nd half, they have plenty of time, but if they can get some momentum starting here, they'll be up by 2 touchdowns, and that's going to be hard for SHG to come back from.
And that was a false start penalty against the Titans. 5-yard penalty. And those little 5-yard penalties, you know what? They'll hurt you. 1st down and 15 now for the Titans. From their own 30-yard line, we are in for just a thriller so far, and especially if the Titans defense can figure out, this high-powered offense from SHG, what they've done a couple times. The Titans have had last year they were a more passive defense. Now they moved to a more attacking style.
Oh, that's a false start.
Arkin, and there is a flag on the play. We'll see who jumped first. It's offsides. Offsides on Sacred Heart Griffin. So right before that play, Glenwood, false start, and then offsides. SHG jumped the gun on that play. So we're back to a 1st and 10 for the Titans from their own 35-yard line. We have 9:31 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Here's Bonitis. He is under center, barking orders. Titans 1st down and 10 after Titan defense came up with a big stop and Gabe Green had to punt the ball away. Here's a handoff to DeRozier, and he's still fighting, but eventually he is run towards the sideline there. Chris Overton in on the play for SHG.
DeRozier usually powers through the middle there. He tried to swing it out to the outside. Didn't really work out for him. Benitis was hoping for more there. Now he might air it out.
A little more blocking. Yeah. The Titan offensive line, some plays have been blown up by that defensive line of SHG. The offensive line definitely needs to shore up. We have 9 minutes and ticking away left in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 13 after a loss of 3 on the DeRozier run. Under the center is Matt Benitis, rolling out to his right. He's still going, and that pass is incomplete. Pass intended for Austin Kozlow. Incomplete. They went and tried to find Kozlow over the middle, and right there, offensive line did a fine job. Benitis was able to roll out, and that's really when he's been at his best. this season. But that pass is incomplete. 8:43 left in the third quarter. 3rd and 13 now for the Titans. Benitis under center as the Titans could possibly go up 2 scores. They want to try and do that. Man in motion. It is Josh Talley to the far side of the field. Play action. Here's Benitis. Pass is incomplete. Pass dropped by number 10, Rocky Morse of the Titans.
Morris, we see some great plays from him today, but unable to get his hands on the ball there. Titans going to have to punt away. They had a great chance to be able to get the ball down the field. Sadly, Benitis was unable to do that. And hopefully, we'll see Glenwood get a drive here after they attempt to defend the Cyclones. Austin Bell will be punting this one away from Glenwood.
It's 4th and 13 for the Titans after Rocky Morse dropped that pass from Matt Benitis. 4th and 13. Here is Benitis. And this punt is caught at about the 32-yard line by Malik Turner. Now he's showing off his moves. There's a flag on the play, though, as Turner continues to fight. He hurdles Tyler Brown into Titan territory, but there's a flag on the play. We mentioned how big penalties have been in the first half. Will that carry over into the second half? It is holding against SHG.
Malik Turner, whenever he gets the ball, he has great running ability, able to get around Glenwood defenders. It seems like he just slips through their hands. It always looks like they're about to tackle him, but he always slips through. Luckily, the holding there is going to affect SHG.
That'll push him back after that punt return. Holding against the SHG Cyclones. That's another holding penalty against SHG. They had a couple early on that hurt some of their drives. 8:23 to play in the third quarter. Screen pass from Green to Sargent, and there's a flag on the play. We'll see what this penalty is. And we'll see. Looks like it's on SHG.
Earlier, we saw that play from Green to Sargent and end up in a fumble, giving Glenwood a chance to score, and they did finish. Now we'll see what the call is here.
Holding against Sacred Heart Griffin. Another holding penalty against the Cyclones. I believe that is the 4th holding penalty against SHG so far this game, and really back-to-back holding penalties against SHG. Part of the reason why the Cyclones fell to Rochester was because they made too many mistakes early. Eventually, they tried to close the gap, and they came close and lost 38-33 back in week 2. First down and 12 for SHG from their own 30. Gabe Green flutters a pass up that's complete to Malik Turner, and he is tackled at the 22-yard line of Glenwood. And that pass sort of hung up in the air a little bit from Gabe Green, but Malik Turner, he's a Division I caliber wide receiver. He was able to watch that ball and was able to time it just perfectly. Him and Rocky Morse were one-on-one, and Rocky didn't want to go in and possibly lose Turner to possibly go for a touchdown, so he stayed with Turner, and Turner hauls in that pass play. 1st and 10 with the catch, their long play to Malik Turner. 1st down and 10 for the Cyclones now from the Glenwood 23. Here's Green up the middle. And that's a solid gain up the middle, coming in from behind to make the tackle. Number 39, J.D. Rush.
Green has ran it a couple times tonight with pretty good success, getting a couple yards on each play. But Malik Turner has really set up this drive for SHG. He's been a critical player throughout the game. Without him, I don't think SHG would be.
Well, and this game is just getting more interesting. Touchdown Cyclones. 18-yard touchdown pass from Gabe Green to Ryan Elvers. Wow. And this is just a shootout. after the Titans were able to stop SHG. SHG comes down and they go on a 70-yard drive, capped off by an 18-yard touchdown pass from Gabe Green to Ryan Elvers. The extra point from Kenny Rao is good. With 7:27 remaining in the third quarter, the score is tied at 28. As once again, SHG, that high-powered offense, they go down the field against Glenwood. Big pass play from Gabe Green to Malik Turner. That was down towards the 20-yard line to the 23-yard line. That pass play from Green to Turner, they hooked up again. And then on just a play later, Green goes back, or just a couple plays after that, from the 18-yard line, backing up. Gabe Green finds Ryan Elvers over the middle, and Elvers is wide open, and it's tough for the Titans to cover all these SHG targets because these SHG targets, there's a lot of them, and they're all talented.
Glenwood definitely had a chance to pull away there with the drive they had. Sadly, Benias.
Well, not pull away, but get some cushion for the time
Yeah, get
being.
some cushion. 2 touchdowns up. But SHG able to strike back, tied 28-28. 7:27 left in the third quarter. Glenwood has plenty of time to work with, so does SHG.
Oh,
but
yeah,
if
we got a
Benias
ton of game to go. Plenty of time, but on that last SHG drive, though, capped off by an 18-yard touchdown by Ryan Elvers, and now Kenny Rao set to boot it away for the Cyclones. And once again, that is a touchback. And once again, the Titans will start at their own 20-yard line. That's the great thing about SHG having Kenny Rao as kicker. Good thing for SHG is Rao can go in about every time that's going to be a touchback. And that was an issue for the Titans working downfield against Rochester. They made too many turnovers. But in this game, Mason, correct me if I'm wrong, the Titans have not had a turnover. Well, I take that back. They turned over the ball on downs once.
Yeah.
But they have not fumbled the ball yet, knock on wood, and no interceptions. Benias has only thrown 2 interceptions so far this year.
Yeah, he's done a really great job coming into the position after Miles McAdams. He's been a great filler, and as you've seen throughout the game, he's gained his confidence, and he's leading the team. And
oh, there's a fumble on the play, a botched handoff, and the Cyclones recover. Tyler DeRozier was the ball carrier, and it was a flubbed handoff, and the Cyclones come away with it with fantastic field position as the momentum starts to shift back to the Cyclones.
Very unfortunate, Benias. I don't know if it's his fault or DeRozier's. From what I saw, DeRozier just swooped by. I don't think he was at the right angle, but SHG is in perfect position now.
1st and 10 for the Cyclones from the Glenwood 16-yard line. After the botched handoff from Benias to DeRozier, the Cyclones recover, and now Gabe Green, with his eyes on the end zone, takes the ball himself to the 10-yard line, a gain of 6 on the play, and it will be 2nd down and 3. They're spotted at the 9-yard line. 2nd down and 3 for Gabe Green and the Cyclones after the Glenwood fumble. This is James Obibi, bounces to the outside towards the pylon. Was he in? Yes, touchdown, Sacred Heart Griffin. 9-yard touchdown run for number 9, James Obibi. Obibi's a guy who's going to come out of nowhere for SHG. He was actually the leading rusher for the Cyclones heading into this game. Obibi had 326 yards and only 18 carries, and he just picked up his 4th touchdown of the year, and the Cyclones retake the lead on a 9-yard touchdown run by James Obibi. And this extra point is blocked. It's no good. The Titan line there, able to reach up and block that extra point. They blocked a punt. Again, they blocked a punt for a touchdown last week in the 42-0 win against Lanphier. And this week, reaching up and blocking that for no good extra point from Kenny Rao. And that'll come up big, as you notice with Nick Montre, who missed the extra point earlier. But have you noticed, Mason, that this game really goes in these swings?
Yeah, it's
back
like a
and forth
pendulum.
In these pendulum, and it kind of has these, 2 touchdown swings. So after the fumble from Tyler DeRozier, the Cyclones recovered. That led to a 9-yard touchdown run by James O'Beebe, who was able to get the ball over the pylon for the touchdown. And the extra point, though, from Kenny Rao blocked by the Titans, and the Titans lead 34-28 on GHS with 6:47 left in the third quarter.
And as of now, knock on wood, if Glenwood gets another touchdown, we'll be a point ahead. It's going to...
Well, no, you never know. I mean, with the way Montre missed the kicker, we'll just wait and see. Just wait and see what this drive has in store.
Hopefully we'll be ahead. And if we are, SHG is going to have to work double time.
Here's the boot from Kenny Rao. It's shorter, and it's going to be picked up by Aaron Merrifield. This is the first real kick return from the Titans in this game. Merrifield takes this to about his own 20-yard line, so where the Titans would start normally on the touchback.
Titans have the same field position as they used to throughout the game, and they've been able to work from this far away. And they've been doing good. So if they keep up how they have been doing, if he finds that connection with Daniel Helm, I feel like that's critical of right now, that he finds a connection with Helm on a slant or something. If they're able to do that, they'll be maybe sitting comfortably at the 40, maybe 50, and from there, they won't have to have too much pressure from their current field position.
Here is a handoff, and that's J.D. Rush, the Titan ball carrier. And now you hear all of the shakers here in full force. The milk jugs filled with coins and pennies. Really, they got to be brought out here. 5-yard touchdown run from J.D. Rush, or what am I talking about? 5-yard rush there up the middle from J.D. Rush. This has been it's going to be a long game.
It was a long first quarter.
It really was.
Because they had to switch out the ball 2 times. Maybe 3.
Back to throw is Benitis. He finds Rocky Morse. Spin move and down at his own 37-yard line. 12-yard pass play roughly from Benitis to Rocky Morse. So after that 5-yard run from J.D. Rush, 12-yard pass there from Benitis to Rocky Morse. And at halftime, Rocky Morse had 5 receptions for 106 yards, so he hauls in another catch for the Titans. 5:45 and ticking away left in the third quarter. First down and 10 for the Titans from the 38-yard line. Here's a pitch. It's Daniel Helm. He's battling, but he's taken down in the backfield by around all the way down to the Glenwood 31-yard line. And right there, Helm, that pitch to the outside, has gained some plays for me. I mean, Helm has had 3 carries for 22 yards up until he loses 7 yards on that pitch play. Second down and 17 with the big play there for the Cyclones was Chris Smith. Second down and 17 with 4:55 to play in the third quarter. Here's Helm. He's back to fire again, and this is an incomplete pass. Helm again on the halfback pass. Incomplete. He overthrew Rocky Morse, who was stalled up at the line of scrimmage by the SHG defense.
I don't think that was an effective play to use at that time, since Rocky Morris was double teamed and Daniel Helm's such a big guy. I feel like they could have utilized that down a little better.
But on that play, Helm was looking for one guy, and that was Rocky Morse from the get-go, because when you run a halfback pass like that, you got to get the ball out quick, so you got to have a guy in mind. After that incomplete pass from Helm over to Morse, third down and 17 for the Titans from their own 31, 4:47 to play in the third quarter. Here's Benitis. He has Tyler Brown, makes the catch at the 45, and is now pushed out of bounds at the SHG 25-yard line. Wow. Tyler Brown, and that Great pass
that was a
from-
great pass by
Great pass from Matt Benitis, and Brown sort of had to reach a little bit, though, but he's able to haul them. Brown wasn't even a wide receiver last year. He was just a defensive back last year for the Titans. He's really adjusted well.
He's done a great job. Him and Benitis have had connections for great passes. He's not as big as Daniel Helm for sure, but he's able to get around them.
They had a 39-yard touchdown pass to Brown for the first score of the game. 4:39 left in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Titans from the 25-yard line after that pass play from Benitis to Brown. Here's a run up the middle. It is DeRozier. He's still fighting to the 9-yard line.
What a tank.
Sacred Heart Griffin. You just nailed that right there. DeRozier is a tank. He pushes forward to the 10-yard line. Whoa.
DeRozier's just such a powerful runner. Even there, he had 2 men on him. He just pushed right through him.
Whoa, baby. 1st down and 10. Here we go. 1st down and goal. It's from the 10-yard line, so essentially 1st down and 10. But the Titans have to put it on the end zone here on this possession. Hopefully they don't go backwards. Sometimes when the Titans get down in these situations, they have gone backwards. Here's Benitis under center, run up the middle. It's J.D. Rush. Solid gain up the middle with 4 minutes and ticking left in the third quarter.
I feel like Titans are able to do just run it in here. Earlier we saw them about the same from this field position from the SHG fumble. They tossed it to the right of the end zone to Daniel Helm. He was able to get in. I called that play.
You sure did, man.
And hopefully they'll be able to bring it in here. I'm not sure which side they'll go to. They might try to air it out, but I feel like they're going to utilize their running game effectively.
2nd down and goal from the 7-yard line. Back to throws Benitis. Tosses it up to Helm. Does he come down with it? He does! Touchdown, Glenwood! 7-yard touchdown pass to Daniel Helm. Helm went one-on-one with his defender. Helm went up. He came down with the football, and we are tied at 34 with 3:25 left in the third quarter.
They would have more room going to the right side, but they saw Daniel Helm in the left corner, gave the ball plenty of airtime. Giant Helm able to jump up and bring it down.
Last season, week 8 against SHG, similar play again to the left corner of the end zone as there's a touchdown pass one-on-one with Daniel Helm. You throw it up, he's going to come down with it. Extra point from Nick Montre is good, and the seesaw battle continues here in Chatham. This game is the definition of a barn burner. With 3:25 left in the third quarter, the Titans regain a 1-point lead, 35-34, after SHG was starting to take some of the momentum back as coming out of the half after SHG punted the ball away. Then Glenwood punted the ball away, and then Glenwood got the ball back, and Tyler DeRozier, he fumbled as there's a botched handoff, and hang on a sec. Then SHG got the ball. Let's rewind it back here to start the half. Glenwood punted the ball away. Then SHG went on a 70-yard drive, capped off by an 18-yard touchdown pass to Ryan Elvers. And then on the next Glenwood possession, about 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, fumble there from DeRozier, and then that capped off with a 9-yard touchdown run by Obibi, as that was the first. We were just talking about before, how the Titans really haven't had a turnover. That was the first turnover. And after a 9-yard touchdown run with Obibi with 6:47 left in the third quarter. 3:25 left in the third quarter after the Titans once again go on an 80-yard drive. Once again. And this 80-yard drive is capped off at a big pass play from Tyler Brown. Oh, wait, we have an onside kick, and I don't know if that's going to go long enough. It
didn't get to the 50.
Oh, man.
That was
Rocky Morse falls on it.
That was a risk they shouldn't have taken.
And Morse could have possibly let that ball roll a little bit. It may have possibly went out of bounds. And they went for the onside kick, and the onside kick just didn't have enough roll on it from the get-go. And then Rocky Morse sort of directed to stay away from that ball, but he ends up falling on to see maybe if he could gain some more yardage or go out of bounds. because then SHG can have them re-kick or go to 35. So the Glenwood coaching staff not too pleased there as Gabe Green and SHG now has a shorter field to work with Glenwood up 35-34 after the touchdown pass to Daniel Helm. 1st and 10 from the Glenwood 48. Screen to Anthony Danello, and Danello's down the sideline, and Il Cavallo takes it to about the 21-yard line. The pass play there from Gabe Green, screen pass to Danello, and Danello, he's a big, hard, fast runner, and he takes that down for a gain of 26, down to the Glenwood 22-yard line, 1st and 10, 3:16 to play in the third quarter.
Glenwood needs to be really careful here, be on good pass defense because SHG is in scoring range right now and they are a major threat.
This pass over the middle, and Daniel Helm with the hit on Dylan Londrigan. Pass over the middle moves the chains again for the Cyclones. Another 1st down as Gabe Green able to hit Dylan Londrigan, 5'7", 180-pound junior receiver. He's a little guy, but he hauls that one in for a 1st down and 10 for the Cyclones now from the Glenwood 11-yard line. This is all set up after SHG got it from their own 48-yard line after an onside kick attempt was down by Rocky Morse at the 48-yard line. Titans tried to onside to mix it up, and again it's a fake handoff to Anthony Danello, and Gabe Green goes right up the middle for a solid gain for the Cyclones with 2:35 left in the third quarter and ticking away.
SHG really had a great run here. That onside kick just really set him up. Glenwood, a major mistake from them. Now SHG is in scoring range. Knock on wood, they won't score, but looks like our fate is dwindling right now as they'll probably get another point on the board.
2nd down and 3 for SHG. They got to pick up a 1st down. They got to get to the 1-yard line. Here's a run up the middle. It's Anthony Danello who barrels into the end zone for a Sacred Heart Griffin touchdown. 4-yard TD run from Anthony Danello.
Found the hole there, able to get in. Titans really need to, when they get the ball back after the kick, they really need to strike back hard. They need to give 110% because this game is going to end up in the fourth quarter is going to be the major factor on who's going to win. And because of it's a pendulum effect, it's going to be who gets the last point that's going to win, I believe.
Starting to sprinkle here in Chatham, America. It's coming about to that time. 2:04 here as the Cyclones up by 5 right now will go for 2. Run up the middle. Anthony Danello, is he over? No, Danello is pushed back. The 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. And the score is 40-35. Cyclones ahead. Ironically, that was the final score of last year's Week 8 contest between the Titans and the Cyclones. But, Glenwood tried to go for, risky play there. They went with the onside kick, but then recovered by Rocky Morse, who maybe could have let that ball go and maybe could have rolled 10 yards. But instead, he falls on it, so SHG short field to work with, 48 yards. They drive with that drive lasted a minute and 43 seconds, capped off by a 4-yard touchdown run by Anthony Danello. AD money with 2:04 left in the third quarter. SHG scoring quick while Glenwood sort of taking their time, having a little more balanced offensive attack. But what's key there is after that 4-yard touchdown run by Danello, the Titans stuff the 2-point conversion attempt, which was again a run to Danello, and the Titan defensive line able to force him back. Here's Rao, set to boot it away for the Cyclones. And a whole lot on that kick from Rao, and once again it bounces into the back of the end zone for a touchback. 2:04 left in the third quarter, and the score is SHG 40, Glenwood 35. This back and forth battle continues, Mason. What's it going to take for one team, because we're going to have a winner at the end of this. What's it going to take for this game to really, to really shake out?
I think it's coming down to defense. If there's a turnover on downs, that's where the other team has to take the advantage and try to end up with a touchdown. If Glenwood scores here, they'll be in the game, and it's up to the defenses then to see who's able to get the ball and use it effectively.
Glenwood needs to stay within a possession is key. One, and this is a 5-point lead. Here's
Helm.
Daniel Helm to the outside. Helm barrels forward for a few Glenwood yards, as once again the Titans will have to battle and drive down 80 yards. If I had a nickel for every time someone came in the press box looking for the PA announcer, I would be a rich man. 1:41 and ticking away left in the third quarter. That was a 6-yard rush from Helm. Now Benitis lined up in the shotgun, 2nd and 4 from his own 26-yard line. Back is Benitis. Pass is, it's a fumble on the play. Pass was complete to Tyler Brown. He fumbled the football, and it's recovered by the SHG Cyclones.
That might just be the fatal mistake for Glenwood.
Well,
120 left in the third. They still have the whole fourth quarter, but as of now, it's looking grim for them. Tyler Brown lost the ball there.
Well, Titans are starting when they did not commit a turnover in the first half. The Titans fumbled the ball on the snap to Tyler DeRozier on a botched handoff. SHG went down to score, and SHG, they had a couple penalties, but they're starting to shore that up and trying to take advantage of the Tyler Brown fumble here. 1st down and 10 from the Glenwood 32. Green over the middle. Pass is complete, and that's a touchdown for Sacred Heart Griffin to Dylan Londrigan. 32-yard touchdown pass with 1:12 left here in the third quarter. 32-yard touchdown pass off of the Tyler Brown fumble.
Even though Glenwood just got scored on, I'm actually kind of happy that was a quick play, since that gives us a little more time to work with.
To try to work with and try to do something, but now the Titans are down multiple possessions, 46-35, with either, looks like we'll have a 2-point conversion attempt here by the Cyclones. Talking about the Cyclone team, even though it's this new Glenwood defense that has stopped SHG on some key plays, this SHG offense is just so potent.
Yeah, definitely. Gabe Green just does an excellent job getting the ball to his receivers, and then they get a lot of yards after carry yak, and that combo just...
Timeout on the play. We'll take one too and be right back with the point after touchdown. SHG ahead 46-35. Fat Willie's in Chatham is a great family restaurant that supplies a wonderful, Welcome back to Glenwood Titan football on GCN, presented by Steve Bedford State Farm in Chatham and Pizza Hut. 1:12 here left in the third quarter. After the 32-yard touchdown pass to Dylan Londrigan, but the 2-point conversion from the Cyclones is no good. Pass from Gabe Green intended for Nate Lois. It's incomplete in the right corner of the end zone. With 1:12 left in the third quarter, SHG leads the Titans 46-35. And man, those two fumbles. Titans, part of the reason why they lost last year, 40-35, was 2 fumbles from Miles McAdams that Eric Brittle of SHG returned for a touchdown. And that was really sort of the difference. And the difference here will be the 2 Titan fumbles on offense, where it was a botched handoff to Tyler DeRozier. That led to a 9-yard touchdown run by Obibi. And then after the Titans are trying to get back in it after a 4-yard touchdown run by Anthony Danello, just a few seconds later, pass is complete to Tyler Brown, but he fumbled, and SHG works it down. 32-yard touchdown pass to Dylan Londrigan. And Londrigan, that is his first touchdown of the season for the Cyclones, that 32-yard touchdown catch. So we have 1:12 here, Mason, left in the third quarter. You think the Titans have to score here to get the momentum back on their side?
Yeah, if they don't, I feel like the game might be over for the Titans.
Here is the kickoff from Kenny Rao. Back it goes, and Talley just lets it bounce in the end zone for a touchback, and the Titans will have a 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line yet again. And yeah, Titans are going to have to be methodical here, and I mean they got plenty of time, but the way SHG, they've been able to score here mainly in the third quarter because Titans have turned over the ball, and SHG has had short field position, especially on that onside kick attempt where Rocky Morris ended up downing it at the 48-yard line. So SHG went out and scored there too. They've been able to take advantage of the Glenwood mistakes here in the second half. Benitis pumps it down deep to Helm. That pass isn't intercepted. No, it's incomplete. And once again, the matchup of Malik Turner and Daniel Helm, one-on-one down the far side of the field. Helm went up for it, and right there was Malik Turner playing cornerback for the Cyclones. He's playing both ways. And they both went up for it, Mason, there. And it looked like Turner may have had an interception there, but ends up hitting the ground incomplete, 2nd and 10.
He would have had it, but Daniel Helm was just on top of him right away. Luckily, Titans will keep possession here. 2nd down, 1:05 to play in the third quarter. They really need to get something going, or else this game might be over for them.
There's a flag on the play. And that's a flag on the Titans. And that's another costly 5-yard penalty for the Titans, moving them back. And it's just a personnel issue again for the Titans. They've had this problem for most of the year. As let me count here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was too many players on the field. Too many men on the field. 5-yard penalty. 12 players on the field. 2nd down and 15. Now for Glenwood from their own 15. When they're trying to mount a comeback, now down 11 points here in the third quarter, they can't let that stall them. Here's a pitch to Tyler DeRozier, leaping over some SHG defenders down towards the 20-yard line. Now it seems like whenever Glenwood's kind of pulled ahead, SHG, boom, 2 quick scores, and they've been able to gain back some momentum. Glenwood led the game at halftime, 28-21. Really surprised some people, and it's the turnovers. That was one of our keys to the game. Don't turn over the ball. Well, the Titans have twice in this third quarter. 2 fumbles, and they've resulted in Cyclone touchdowns. 25 seconds and ticking away left in the third quarter. Back goes Benitis on 3rd down and 10. He's going up the field, and he's not going to pick up much. There to stop Benitis, Chris Overton, number 33, and number 52 of the Cyclones, Cody Bowman. Bowman, 6'1", 220-pound linebacker for SHG. Bowman on the season, 37 tackles and 1 interception. There's a timeout called by the Glenwood Titans, and we will be right back. Or no, that's the end of the quarter. We are heading into the fourth quarter. Time to put up quarter number 4 right there as the Titans trail 46-35, entering the final quarter of play. Wonderful dining experience. We offer outstanding fried chicken and over-the-top walleye pizza. With quality products at affordable prices, Fat Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969.
Aaron, you're all set?
Great, thanks.
Mike, thanks for doing that discount double check. You saved us hundreds.
What was that?
The discount double check? It's when we comb through your policies to make sure that you're getting all the discounts you deserve.
No, I get that part, but you guys are doing my move.
The discount double check move?
It's my touchdown dance.
So you're
Welcome back to Glenwood Titan Football on GCN, presented by Steve Bedford State Farm and Pizza Hut. We have a new quarter of play here, the fourth quarter, 46-35. The Cyclones lead it. It's fourth down here for the Titans, and they are going for it. Back in their own territory. Benitez pass complete to Rocky Morse. Spin move, and he picks up the first down towards the 41-yard line.
Showtime.
What a gutsy call right there by the Titans, and they catch the Cyclone defense off guard right there. And
Showtime.
Wow.
Spinning like a top around the SHG defenders.
Able to pick up the first down there. And let's see, we got a flag on the play. Face mask. Personal foul, face mask. That's a 15-yard penalty. 15-yard face mask penalty against SHG. And once again, whenever the Cyclones are trying to pull away, they shoot themselves in the foot. First down and 10 for the Titans. Now if they went for it on fourth down, gutsy call going for it on fourth down from their own 25. Pass complete to Rocky Morse. Tack on 15 yards on a face mask penalty against SHG. First and 10 from the SHG 44-yard line. Back is Benitez. Fires deep to Rocky Morse. Incomplete. Out of bounds. Incomplete with 11:34 left in the ball game right here, Mason. The Titans were going for the home run to try to get the momentum back on their side. Will they turn to now? Second down and 10.
They have plenty of time. They shouldn't be trying to make huge plays like that at the field position they have. I know they really want that touchdown, but they need to be careful here, execute their plays, and just slowly make it down the field. You'll get there eventually.
Don't try to
have a
rush
turnover.
things. That's right. Sometimes they can overthink some things, and there could be a mistake or two. Titans trying to claw their way back to within a one-possession game. 11:34 left in the fourth quarter. Man in motion, Layden. Back goes Benitez. Rolling out, this pass is incomplete. And I'm not even sure who he was really. Zach Layden was down the right side of the field. There's a flag on the play. Is that going to be intentional grounding? Oh no, that's a penalty against SHG, I believe. Let's see, SHG has had a ton of penalties against them. Not really so far in the second half, but especially in the first half. There's a flag on the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones. They have just been killing themselves every time they have a chance to try and put away the Titans or get some more momentum on their side. They have just stupid penalties. They had a couple personal fouls in the first half. They had a personal foul face mask penalty on this drive when the Titans went for it on fourth down. And again, it's an unsportsmanlike, and the Titans, who were reeling after two turnovers led to SHG scores, the Titans are now starting to slowly get some more momentum. First and 10 for the Titans from the SHG 29-yard line after the unsportsmanlike conduct against Sacred Heart Griffin. Rolling out, Benitez pass is batted up, incomplete. That pass broken up by the Cyclones, number 42, Chris Smith.
SHG, their enemy isn't Glenwood right now. It's definitely their defense. They're getting so many fouls, just pushing Glenwood down the field, giving them great field position, hopefully to get a touchdown here.
So second down and 10 for the Titans now from the 29-yard line of SHG. Wow. This game is going back and forth for the Titans. We'll see what happens here. I don't want to make any predictions for it. Second down and 10 here for the Titans from the 29-yard line of SHG. Here's Benitis, back to pass, he's rolling out, and now incomplete pass. He was trying to find Tyler Brown. There's a flag on the play. Holding. Illegal man downfield. Take that back, illegal man downfield against the Titans. That is the call, illegal man downfield with 11:18 remaining in the fourth quarter. Titans had an illegal man downfield on that pass, so a lineman went down the field. Not quite sure who. The lineman was down the field when he should not have been for the Titans.
That's going to hurt him a little bit.
So that moves the ball back for Glenwood. That's a 15-yard penalty.
Ooh.
Or hang on, that may be. Hang on, they threw another flag, and it was a holding, and now there's another penalty against the Titans. I don't know if they called that on Coach Rourke or what after that. They had a holding penalty. It looked like they possibly had a legal man downfield as well, but there's definitely a holding penalty on the play, and there is more. Another flag thrown. I believe that could be on head coach Dan Rourke's reaction after the game. And it's 2nd down and 41 now for the Titans from their own 39-yard line. They did have a 1st down and 10 from the SHG 29. Thanks to SHG penalties, now costly penalties against the Titans. Benitis stepping up. He's just going to run it up the middle. Make sure to hold on to that football. And he picks up some yards to about the 47-yard line of Glenwood.
Titans really had a great chance there. Sadly, those penalties took them back. It's going to be a long drive to get back up their 3rd down. They're going to need a huge play to get back.
15 15-yard penalties, it looked like. And now it's a 3rd down and 25 after a 16-yard run from Benitis. 3rd down and 25 from Glenwood's own 47-yard line after all of the Titan penalty flags. Here's Benitis stepping out now. Pass is incomplete. Incomplete. That pass intended for the Titans' number 7, Tyler Brown. Dove for that football. Couldn't get it. I take that back. That was only a gain of 11 for the Titans. It was wrong on the scoreboard, and I should have known to check it myself. Brings up a 4th and 37, or 4th and 36, 37 yards now for Glenwood. At their own 47, this was the same drive. We have 10:24 left in the fourth quarter. This was the same drive where the Titans went for it on 4th down and converted, but penalties, a holding, and I believe a sideline penalty on the Titans have hurt him. Benitis now, they do the same thing they've done. Benitis punts, and this is going to get a good roll for the Titans down to the 21-yard line. That's where the Cyclones will start their next drive. But the Titans had something going on that drive, and the wind sucked out of their sails. They got to the SHG 29-yard line thanks to costly SHG penalties, but then the Titans with some costly penalties as well that pushed them back, and now SHG ball from their own 22.
Yeah, I mean, Glenwood really, that was just a big hit on them. Sadly, not even a player, but the coach cost them some yards. We believe.
Yeah.
So, Titans are really going to have to work to come back here. Down by 11.
Here's Gabe Green, and he's taken down in the backfield by number 54, Forrest Sexton and company.
Starting to sprinkle a little bit.
10 minutes and ticking away. Raindrops slowly starting to fall here in Chatham. Glenwood down to SHG 46-35. They couldn't capitalize on some SHG mistakes. In fact, their own penalties really hurt them. 2nd down and 12 for SHG. Here's Green, pumps it downfield for Lewis. He's got it. Huge pass play down to the Glenwood 47-yard line, down the far sideline. Hang on, there was a flag on the play. It was a personal foul, roughing the passer. And we'll see what the call is. Personal foul, roughing the passer. So that is going to be tacked on, and all of the Titans' mistakes are really starting to pile together in the second half when they played a solid first half, Mason. It's first down and 10 now for the Cyclones from the 31-yard line of Glenwood when you tack on that roughing the passer penalty. Here's Green, keeping it himself to the outside, and Daniel Helm able to bring down Gabe Green.
Titans had a great first half and injury.
There's an injury timeout with 9:09 remaining. Looks like we'll take a quick timeout. Be right back to Glenwood Titan football on GCNN.
They wanted something with a little
Like what?
Do it with me. Ready? Discount. Double check.
I like it. It's terrifying.
Right?
Matthews.
What's up, dude?
He plays football professionally.
Save big with a discount double check, only from State Farm.
Call Steve Bedford in Chatham for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
Welcome back to Glenwood Titan football on GCN, presented by Pizza Hut and Steve Bedford State Farm in Chatham. Cody Johnston was the injured player for the Titans. Number 30, Cody Johnston, a senior defensive back. With 8:55 and ticking now left here in the fourth quarter. There's a flag on the play, and it's a false start against the SHG Cyclones. Pushes them back 5 yards. It's now 2nd and 8 for SHG at the Glenwood 30-yard line. How bad does Glenwood need a turnover here?
If they don't get one soon, then the game will be over.
8:45 and ticking away left in the fourth quarter. SHG trying to add on to their 11-point lead. In the shotgun is once again Gabe Green. Green stepping up now. He's just going to flat out run. He can turn on those Jets, and it looks like he came close to that SHG first down. And he does pick up the first down for the SHG Cyclones. Gabe Green, nice fake. He went back to pass, but ended up just running up the middle for a gain of 10 yards. First down and 10. Now for SHG from the Glenwood 20-yard line. Green is in the shotgun. And now running right. And he didn't get much on that carry to the outside. Glenwood defensive line able to track him down. 7:50 left in the ball game. And SHG looking to tack on some more points here on the Titan defense. And the Titans need desperately here to try to get the ball back in their hands after the Titans offense was trying to get some more points on the board. They couldn't do it. They've scored one touchdown in this half. It was a 7-yard touchdown pass to Daniel Helm. Run up the middle down to the 2-yard line of the Titans. They tuck the ball up the middle there. Quick burst up the middle by SHG. Wow. They can plug anybody in there, it seems like, and really run it. Number 28 there, Sam Sargent. Sargent, 5'10", 185 pounds, sophomore running back. Sargent bursts up the middle. And it's first down and 3. First down and goal from the 3-yard line now for SHG. 7 minutes and ticking away. It's Danello, the ball carrier, and he's pushed back for a loss of 1. Cody Johnston's back on the field for the Titans. He's just a little shaken up. And then Daniel Helm in there as well, flying in for Glenwood. Loss of a couple on the play. It's now second and goal for SHG from the Glenwood 5-yard line.
Glenwood's defensive line really needs to hold them here. They can't really afford another touchdown on them because it's going to be a very hard comeback for Glenwood. And they're always pretty much starting with the ball at the 20-yard line, and Benitis is...
Touchdown, Sacred Heart Griffin.
Benitis.
5-yard touchdown pass from Gabe Green to, guess who, Malik Turner.
Benitis isn't able to come down from that field position easily.
No, and SHG, and yeah, right there in the corner there. And I'm sorry if I think I read the clock off wrong earlier. There's 6 minutes and 11 seconds left in the game. 6:11 left in the game. SHG is waiting on this extra point from Kenny Rao. It is high, and it is good. 53-35, the Cyclones now lead the Titans with 6:11 left in the ball game. And Mason on that drive, right there, capped off by a 5-yard touchdown pass to the corner to Malik Turner.
Great drive put together by SHG. Glenwood's mistakes have caught up with them. And sadly, SHG is pulling away here. Glenwood's going to need some great plays. Benitis is going to need to find key receivers. And if they can't get something on this drive, then I feel like the game is going to be over.
Time is now starting to become a factor. With 6:11, we apologize for any technical difficulties. Looks like we're back. We'll set the time zone date and, a little later. 6:11 again is how much time we have left in this ball game. SHG's Kenny Rao set to kick it away for Sacred Heart Griffin after a 5-yard touchdown pass to Malik Turner. With 6:11 left in the fourth quarter.
SHG about to kick off here. Glenwood, their kicker always gets it to touch back. Hopefully Glenwood will be able to get the ball here, run it up the field, but Benitis has not been able to go from the 20 down the field lately, so they're going to need everything they got here, touchback.
SHG has outscored Glenwood 32-7 in the second half. As the Titans it was similar to the Rochester game back in week 6. Glenwood had some promising drives, and they just couldn't, some promising plays, and just fumbled. And, they fumbled and turned the ball over. They went backwards, I think was the key play. When they're trying to get back into this game, only down 46-35. They're down 1st and 10 at the SSG 29 after some SHG penalties. But then the Titans had a holding penalty, I think even a legal man downfield. And here, going deep to Rocky Morse, it's an incomplete pass. Rocky Morse matched up with Malik Turner. Turner, great coverage on the play, able to bat it away. 2nd down and 10 now for the Glenwood Titans.
Benitis has the right idea to get the ball down the field with some big passes. He needs to be careful with those, but I feel like that's the only way Glenwood's is going to be able to come back from this.
Well, they got to do that, and you can even trace this back to after the Titans scored here in the half. Nick Montre went for an onside kick, but that onside kick was recovered.
Yeah, I feel like that was the start of the downfall.
Yeah, from Rocky Morse at the 48. Then then Glenwood, Glenwood when they fumbled the ball a couple times. That led to SHG scores. This pass to the near sidelines incomplete. Looking for Helm. 6:01 left in the fourth quarter. SHG up 53-35 on Glenwood. Glenwood's really giving it, but what the key here is in this game is Glenwood. We talked about the key to the game. Don't turn over the ball. Well,
they've done that too much.
Well, Glenwood turned over the ball, and SHG was able to take advantage of those Glenwood mistakes, something SHG wasn't able to do in the first half. It was really Glenwood able to take advantage of the SHG mistakes in the first half.
Yeah.
Sort of roles flip-flopped here in the second half. Back is Benitez, and he's got a guy on his leg, and he loses about a yard. They're dragging him down for the Cyclones was number 24, Cameron Murphy. Murphy, a 5'10", 190-pound senior.
Rain is definitely picking up right now. That's definitely going to affect Benitez' throwing a little more.
Looks like the wind's coming in. Coming into where Benitez is throwing. Heading towards him. This is a 4th down and 10 for the Titans. This is for the game. And the pass is incomplete. Intended for Daniel Helm. He couldn't handle it. And now with 5:18 left in the ball game, SHG looks to be in cruise control.
Titans, I feel like they just threw the game away. SHG able to come with this one. Not able to end the 17-game losing streak. Maybe next year, the Titans fans are hoping.
Well,
we had promising looks in the first half.
They played phenomenal. Glenwood just played phenomenal on both sides. I mean, couple penalties, couple things you look back, but they played so well in the first half, leading SHG at halftime 28-21. They've been outscored 32-7 in the second half. Here's a run by Danilo up the middle. Puts his helmet down to about the 6-yard line of Glenwood. It will be first and goal for SHG after the hard run from Anthony Danilo.
5 minutes, 12 seconds left in the game, but the Titans fans are starting to clear out already because they came to the game first quarter. They had so much hope that we would pull this off, but it slowly went downhill after the onside kick.
There was this back and forth mentality where Glenwood would score a couple times and SHG would score a couple times. Well, Glenwood on that drive when they got to the 29-yard line got pushed back with penalties. They were never able to get back and get anything going. Here's Danilo again. He's towards the goal line. Touchdown, Sacred Heart Griffin. 6-yard touchdown run for Anthony Danilo. Danilo, that is his 9th touchdown run of the year.
Danilo has been great this game, able to find tons of holes.
Yeah, especially in the second half. They used him in the first quarter for a couple carries, and then in the second half he's really been able to battle. He had a big pass play on a bubble screen from Gabe Green earlier. Here's Kenny Rao. Extra point, it's through the uprights, and it's good. And 60-35 is the score in favor of the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclone. There's a flag on the play now. Wondering if that could be possibly unsportsmanlike. Hang on, we'll see what the penalty is here. The refs getting together. Look like unsportsmanlike conduct against the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones. Maybe getting a little cocky there. 4:42 remaining in the fourth quarter. Seems like SHG has this game wrapped up. They have now outscored Glenwood 39-7 in the second half. Glenwood just like it was in the Rochester game, too many mistakes.
Yeah.
And
look good first half, but then that's when all the turnovers started. The key to the game that I mentioned, they couldn't have him, and they did, and that's what contributed to their downfall the most.
DeRozier fumbled. That led to a 9-yard touchdown run by Obibi. And then Glenwood went down, and it was back and forth, but then eventually SHG just able to pull away. 4:42 left in the fourth quarter. Looks like Kenny Rao is about set to kick this one away. There was an unsportsmanlike conduct against SHG, so they'll now kick it away from their own 25-yard line. But then Glenwood trying to get back in it. They were down 40-35, pass over the middle to Tyler Brown, and he was able to make the catch, but then fumbled the football. That led to another SHG touchdown. That led to a 4-yard touchdown run by Anthony Danello. And then they're just able to keep punching it in. They really were. And Glenwood not able to get it back. Costly penalties went against Glenwood as well when they tried to get back in it. And then sort of the onslaught of points really sucked the wind out of the Titans. Here's Josh Talley on the return, cuts up to the 33-yard line with 4:34 left in the fourth quarter.
Josh Talley, this is the first time in the game that we were able to get the ball and run it back off a kickoff since their boot is so strong on their kicker.
Okay, well, Mason, I'll let you think about a player of the game for today's broadcast. We'll do a Glenwood Titan of the game and SHG Cyclone of the game. So we'll let you come up with that decision here. Glenwood ball with 4:34 left in the fourth quarter. Back goes Benitez over the middle, and that pass, is it intercepted by Nate Lois? No, it's incomplete. Pass batted up there again. Number 42, Chris Smith, able to get his hands up there for the Cyclones. Also in on the play, number 35, Tommy Wilson. Lois dove for the ball, but it was incomplete. It hit the ground. 2nd and 10 for the Titans from their own 34-yard line. Now down 25 points. Momentum has definitely, with all those Titan turnovers and mistakes, definitely went over to SHG. The momentum, and this pass is incomplete, intended for Brown over the middle. There to break it up for the Cyclones, number 8, John Morgan, a linebacker for the Cyclones. And Mason, whenever you're ready for the MVP of the game for the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones.
All right, I'm going to have to give it to Malik Turner. He did great this game, 6'3", 250 pounds, senior. He was all over the field, great on defense. On offense, he was a huge threat, able to get the Cyclones down the field very, very quickly and getting a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, Gabe Green, I would say, definitely just
Green
phenomenal.
definitely backed up the team a lot.
He's only thrown one interception all year. He's just been phenomenal. Here's the pass complete to Cody Johnston. Johnston's wrestled out of bounds by Malik Turner. But really, 60-35. Once again, if I had a nickel for every time people came up here looking for the PA announcer, go, nope, upstairs. 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 4th and 2 yards for the Titans. And Titans really with nothing to lose right now, so they will go for it. Glenwood will have senior night at home against Springfield High next week. Back to throw is Benitez. And the pass is complete to midfield to Tyler Brown. So the Titans convert on 4th down. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Titans from midfield. But we talked about how potent this SHG pass game was. And and they really turned it on in the second half. This SHG offense really able to make Glenwood pay on their mistakes.
Yeah, I feel like SHG offense was in like standby mode when they were just waiting for Glenwood's mistakes. And right when that happened, right when that onside kick happened, turned it on. They were just a machine over and over getting down the field.
You ready for the most valuable Titans in this game?
So first on offense, I'd like to talk about Tyler Brown. He's done a great job.
This pass is picked off. And down the right sideline, is he going to score? Yes, touchdown, Sacred Heart Griffin. Robbie Hanauer with the interception return for a Sacred Heart Griffin touchdown. And SHG keeps it going. Number 12, Robbie Hanauer, a 6 foot, 170-pound senior defensive back right by the SHG sideline. Picked off that pass from Benitez. The 3rd interception from Benitez. And here's Kenny Rao. Pick 6 for Robbie Hanauer and the SHG Cyclones. The extra point from Robbie Hanauer is good, and the score is 67-35 in favor of Sacred Heart Griffin. For the 18th straight time, the Cyclones will knock off the Glenwood Titans. And still, as the Titans, Glenwood has not defeated SHG. I date back to the Redskin days that we talked about earlier on the broadcast. Sorry, that pick 6 from Robbie Hanauer with 3:02 left in the fourth quarter interrupted Mason with his most valuable Titans of the game. Carry on.
As I was saying, Tyler Brown on offense, he's done a great job getting key receptions to get the Titans down the field. Also on defense, I'd like to point out Tyler DeRozier and Austin Bell. Austin Bell, you haven't seen too many big plays from him, but he's definitely been a force on the defense, making a lot of stops.
The whole defensive line has definitely played well, especially in the first half. And even in the second half, the defense has had a hard time. Yes, they've given 67 points, but the turnovers have really given SHG a lot of short field to work with.
And then Tyler DeRozier also, he was a tank throughout the game, getting great rushing for Glenwood.
And SHG really pouring it on here. They scored another touchdown run by Anthony Anello. He's had 2 touchdowns. And then Robbie Hanauer with the pick 6, 3:02 left in fourth quarter here. And in this rivalry game, the win will be notched to the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones. 1st and 10 will be the Titans after this touchback. 1st and 10 from their own 20. It's pretty much automatic that the Titans will have 1st and 10 from the 20 with the leg from Kenny Rao of Sacred Heart Griffin. 3:02 left in the fourth quarter. And I wonder if Glenwood will just run it or if they're still going to try to get on the board. We saw what that did on their last possession. Benides was picked off and ran back for a touchdown by Robbie Hanauer of Sacred Heart Griffin.
Knowing Glenwood, this is their rival game. I don't think they're just going to go down easy. They're definitely going to fight till the very end.
They're going to keep passing it. Benides, pass intended for Tyler Brown, and that pass broken up again by number 42, Chris Smith. And Smith has had a great game for SHG. He's been able to wreak havoc. He's been able to get in the backfield in the tight end backfield, able to blow up some plays, and then he's been getting his hands up everywhere, batting the ball up, and really getting in this game for the SHG Cyclones. 2nd and 10. Back goes Benides. Fires, incomplete pass intended for Daniel Helm. And Helm has 2 touchdown receptions in this game. And now on the season for Daniel Helm. Once again, he now has 12 touchdown receptions after this game. 2:55 left in the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 10 after that pass was incomplete. It's just a shame. I understand the Titans are down by 32 points, but it's a shame to see these Titans stands really cleared out, even SHG stands, because it was packed early.
Hit.
Wow, man. That once again, Chris Corndog.
I'm surprised Benides got up there, but in the backfield, SHG player is on the ground.
Yeah, there is an SHG player hurt. Now the Sacred Heart Griffin athletic trainer runs out there to look at him with 2:42 left in the game. But yeah, wow. SHG players really sort of wreaking havoc, especially in the second half, as the momentum completely turned Titans. Some mistakes really snowballed on them. SHG able to take advantage. Even though they had a couple silly penalties on the Glenwood drive that led them to the 29-yard line, but even sillier Glenwood penalties hurt the Titans. And I mean, ton of penalties, ton of personal fouls in this game. You know, seemed like 2 key fumbles in the Titans' losses in big games. 2 key fumbles in the Rochester game, 2 key fumbles in this SHG game are really a catalyst for SHG to get ahead in this game and really put it on Glenwood in the second half, unfortunately. 2:42 left in the game. Well, you can just go on there, Mason.
Looks like number 44, Austin Pranger, was hit there in the backfield going down.
So
on
Pranger's
SHG.
being taken off. 4th down and 5. We already named our most valuable players for SHG, Malik Turner. And for Glenwood, it was the Bell DeRozier combo on defense, DeRozier running the ball. And Tyler Brown also had a solid game for the Titans. Even though he did have a fumble, but other than that, he was able to really haul it in for Glenwood. 2.5 minutes, pass over the middle from Benitez to Helm. It's complete. Is it enough to move the chains? It is. 1st down and 10 for the Titans. 2:26, and it's just a shame that, some of these fans have filed out. I understand, the game's in hand, but really got to be with your team, in and out for good times or bad times here. And the Titans were rolling. I mean, it was just a shame because this field was just packed. The stadium was packed.
Filled.
People were on the hill. They were standing, trying to fit in, on the bleachers, on the ends. 1st down 10 for the Titans from their own 31. Rolling out to Benitez in a spin move. And he picks up about a yard. Tackle by the Cyclones, Cameron Murphy. 1:45 and ticking away now left here in the 4th quarter. The Cyclones have outscored Glenwood in the 2nd half, 46-7, and that's why they lead 67-35. A lot of Glenwood mistakes. SHG able to capitalize on them. SHG, they still had a lot of, I'll have to go back and look, they had a lot of personal fouls, unsportsmanlike conducts SHG did in this game,
Yeah.
but Glenwood had some costly penalties, of course, as well.
It looked like they were at fault for a while, but then you look at, you compare all those penalties to Glenwood's turnovers and just becomes a whole different game.
Incomplete pass to the near sideline, intended for Daniel Helm. Good coverage on the play by the Cyclones. 1:07 left here in the ball game. Now, when you're watching this tape delay, we're probably going to punch this in at about 10 o'clock. So this game will be on in Chatham. This game will be on in Chatham about 1 o'clock. So late night, GCNN special edition. And right now, it is 10:06. So that means, I believe that we have a blank screen on GCNN right now. That's all right. The pass is complete on 3rd down. Welcome back to Glenwood Titan football on GCNN. It's 4th down and 3 here from their own 38-yard line. Benitez on the ground. It looks like he may just be just short of that 1st down. No, he picks up the 1st down for the Titans. Benitez on the ground plunges forward with 16.2 seconds left on the clock. And the Titans, you know what? You got to love this. Mason, you talked about the Titans are at least going down swinging.
Yeah, they've definitely fought all the way through.
And this game is all over in Chatham, America. The final score, the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones 67, the Glenwood Titans 35. Too many Glenwood mistakes in the 2nd half as SHG was able to pull away to the 32-point victory. That's it here from Chatham. The Titans have a home game next week, kickoff at 7 o'clock against Springfield High. SHG will go to Lanphier next week. The Cyclones move to 7-1. The Titans fall to 6-2. For Mason Byers, for Gavin Caruso, Paul Gigani, Eric Burklow, everybody who made this broadcast possible, I'm Danny Fry saying see ya from Chatham.